He seeks them out, that's for sure. Tonight we are at Lake City High School for a huge Highland Conference contest for both the girls and the boys. Each game is for first place. The girls are going to open the show tonight. They'll start us off. The boys will be in the nightcap. It should be a great night for basketball. We hope you can join us all evening long. So let's take a look at the girls first, the Lady Rangers and Lady Trojans. They have been extremely competitive the last 3 years since these senior classes met for the first time when they were just freshmen. And at the end of that season in the tournament, Smarty, you called the game. Lake City defeated Manton by 1 in overtime in the district final, but Manton has not lost to Lake City since during the sophomore and the junior years.
Very impressive. Always competitive ball games. I'm sure these girls play with each other a little bit in the offseason, AAU and stuff like that, so they know each other very well, and very intense, but a friendly rivalry as well.
Just to let people know how competitive the two matchups last year, both won by Manton, finished with identical scores of 44-41. Both games.
Yeah, and good defensive games. I mean, both of these teams are capable of putting up a lot of points, but I'm thinking that we're going to see a pretty another good defensive ball game tonight.
I think you're right, too. So let's take a look at Lake City first. 22-3 a year ago. District champions, regional champions, did not lose until the state semifinals. Only one starter graduated. Of course, she was an important part of that team, and that was Michaela Artis. So 4 starters return, and the Lady Trojans are off to a great start, dominating in all 8 of their wins, with their only loss to Morley Stanwood. This week, when the latest AP poll came out, they were ranked number 6th in Division III, and overall currently 8-1, 6-1 in the conference. Through 9 games, the Lady Trojans are averaging 58 points per game, hitting the 70s twice. But as you just said, Smarty, they are allowing just 29 points a game are these Lady Trojans. They are playing some defense.
Absolutely. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how our guard play matches up tonight. I'm very curious to see that. They lost Michaela last year, and she's a tremendous player, but she was an extremely talented guard. So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup develops tonight.
And Coach Tizron made the statement earlier in the year that the number one goal of this year's team is to win the Highland Conference Championship. And they're going to have to go through Manton. Manton has won it the last 2 years. So let's turn to the Lady Rangers. They're coming off 2 consecutive conference championships, as I just mentioned. They have started the season like they mean business once again. Last year they finished 17-4. All starters are back. They are all seniors, and they're going to go after it the way it has appeared through the first half of the season. They are undefeated through 10 games, ranked 5th in the latest AP poll, Division III. 2 huge non-conference wins over Kingsley and Glen Lake, and having a 6-0 Highland Conference record, Manton and Lake City are, of course, tied for first place. And this game tonight will go a long way in determining the final conference standings. They will play again in Manton on February 18th, and that's going to be a big one also. We're going to have that one for you here on 107.9. Through their 10 games, the Lady Rangers are averaging 63 points a game, hitting the 70s twice as well, and they are allowing 34 points per game. If you do the math there, Smarty, it's kind of interesting. Both teams are averaging exactly 29 points per game more than their opponents.
Yeah, and that just shows you the talent level on both of these teams, and the fact that they put a lot of work in the offseason. Of course, Manton is a senior-dominated team, where Lake City starts 3 non-seniors, I guess is the best way to describe that. So it'll be interesting to see if that experience between the 5 seniors versus 2 seniors will play a role in tonight's ball game.
That's true. Well, folks, you're listening to Manton Ranger Basketball on 107.9 CDY. The station could not bring you these games without the help of our local sponsors. They are the Rockwell Lake Lodge, Don's Auto Clinic, High Point Cadillac GMC, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, Studio 131 Salon and the Barn Hall, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Manton Booster Club, Jamie Fellows Garno, City to Shore Real Estate, Bossick's Drugstore, and the 308 Pub and Grill. We're always looking for more help from the community, and if you would like to help support these Ranger boys and girls basketball broadcasts on 107.9, we would certainly appreciate it. Just call 231-876-1079 for information on how you can be a sponsor of local high school sports. That's 231-876-1079. Well, now, Smarty, let's move on and take a closer look at each of the teams. Again, this is Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart, and we have a battle for first place in the Highland Conference as the Lady Trojans are hosting the Lady Rangers of Manton. Manton 17-4 1 year ago, Highland Conference champions. Lake City 22-3 1 year ago with district and regional championships. This season, Manton is 10-0, Lake City 8-1, both 6-0 in conference play, tied for first place. And don't forget, we have the Manton Lake City Boys Contest coming up after this one. Doubleheader action. Smarty, let's turn it over and take a look at personnel and Coach Tizron from Lake City.
Well, he's got a very nice ball club. Once again, his team has dominated all of their games except for that close loss against Morley Stanwood. I talked to Coach Katona about that. He said that Morley was a very physical team, and that played a role in that ball game. So it'll be interesting to see if he tries to come out and be a little more physical himself tonight. They play great. The Trojans play great defense. Like we alluded to earlier, they only have given up 29 points a game. They play an up-tempo game. They like to push the ball, get up and down the floor, and try to create some easy buckets after that, off of that transition game. They got 4 or 5 starters back from a year ago. So we alluded to the experience factor. Well, they've got even though they may be underclassmen, but they've got some experience. So
yes, they do.
It'll be interesting to see if they come out in a zone or if they come out and try to play man-to-man against Manton initially. So in the same vice versa, I'll see what the Rangers come out in. So once again, their number one goal is to win the Highland Conference Championship, and tonight's going to go a long way to determine that. Their top personnel, Riley Bisbal, outstanding player. She's a center forward, averaging about 21 a game, 9 rebounds a game, and she can dominate at both ends of the court. She's already signed with Grand Valley next year, Division II school. Olivia Bellows, Jr., she is a point guard, very improved over a year ago, and she's averaging about 15 a game and had a high of 25 against Kalkaska. Chloe Bisbal, only a sophomore, but there's that Bisbal name, and we start talking about the boys. There's a couple boys on the varsity team, so basketball kind of runs rather high in that family.
That's for sure.
Anyways, Chloe is a talented player as well, can do it all. She has scored double figures 5 times so far this year with a high of 19 against Pine River. Megan Hose is the other senior starter. She can score, but more importantly, she's a very tough rebounder. So she can also put the ball in the hole, scored a high of 20 earlier in the year against Beale City.
Now, if you're wondering about Chloe and Riley and their relationship, I checked that out last year when Chloe was on the varsity as a freshman. They are cousins. I wondered if they were sisters, but they are cousins.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would assume, well, maybe we got the same thing in the boys situation, too.
Now,
so that's good to know.
Smarty, let's look at the Lady Rangers. All returned from a year ago. 4 of them have started on the varsity since their freshman year. So the Ranger faithful would like to see 2 things. A 3rd consecutive Highland Conference title and a tournament run, which they just haven't been able to do yet. Twice losing in the district finals. Coach Katona is in his 7th season, and what have we got we can pass on about the Lady Rangers?
Well, they're a very talented group. They got a nice combination. They got some great guard play, and they've got a couple kids that can crash the boards and do a nice job. We have a young lady, Jade Wilder, has signed with Lake State Division II. So Riley and Jade will see each other not only this year, but for the next 4 years as well.
That's right.
But they have been really emphasizing playing more intense defense. They've been increasing intensity on the defensive end of the floor, trying to create more pressure, trying to create, baskets off the transition game. Unselfish. That, I think, is the key that I watched them play a couple times. They're distributing the ball against each other better than they ever have. So I think the unselfish play is really playing to their success so far this year, and a couple big wins they had. Abby Brown's the leading scorer, averaging about 19 a game. Jaden is the point guard. She runs the show. Miley Lane is the center. She has improved tremendously as well. Her shot from about 10, 12 feet, she's starting to make those and rebounds the ball really well. Abby Shepler is sneaky good. And Brianna Puffer does a lot of things well. She had a great game up at Glen Lake, and she hit a number of three-pointers. I talked to Coach Catoda the next day in a weight room after they had practice. He says she came to practice, she was still hot. She couldn't miss anything in practice the next day as well. So,
well, the clock is running down toward the start of this one, and we are in Lake City as the Trojans host the Manton Rangers tonight in doubleheader action. The girls are up first, and the boys will follow in the nightcap. Both games for first place in the Highland Conference. It's sure to be a lot of fun and very exciting down on the court. So stay with us. This is also a Division III top 10 contest here in the first one, with Manton ranked 5th, Lake City ranked 6th. You are listening to Manton Ranger Basketball on 107.9 CDY. We will be right back with the national anthem and our starting lineups in 60 seconds.
For weddings, choose the Barn Hall. Parties, choose the Barn Hall. Events of any kind, choose the Barn Hall. Manton's premier venue for gatherings. Got an event coming up? Call or text Molly 231-394-0311. The Barn Hall on Old 31, just south of Manton. Connected to the Barn Hall is Studio 131, offering haircuts for men and women, color, facial waxing, and more. Need a new look? Talk to Kaylee or Michaela at 231-824-3550. Trust your new look to Studio 131. The Barn Hall in Studio 131, proud to support this Manton Ranger broadcast.
Located 30 minutes south of Cadillac, the Rockwell Lake Lodge is the perfect destination for your corporate retreat, church event, or family reunion. The lodge features 10 luxurious guest suites and sits on the shores of a pristine private lake. Enjoy upscale dining, conference amenities, and exclusive use of the property when you visit rockwelllakelodge.com or call 517-437-3311. The Rockwell Lake Lodge.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City High School. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart bringing you some great Highland Conference basketball action tonight in a doubleheader. The girls are up first, followed by the boys. And as we said, this is for first place. Both Lake City and Manton girls teams 6-0 in the Highland Conference. Manton 10-0 overall. Lake City 8-1. Stay with us at halftime. Tonight we'll have halftime statistics for you, updates on both the boys and girls seasons, upcoming broadcasts, and a look ahead to the second half. All that and a lot more coming your way at halftime. Now I'm going to turn it over to Coach Smart for our starting lineups.
Thanks, Juan. The Rangers will start all seniors tonight. Number 1, Jane Wilder. Number 3, Brianna Puffer. Number 23, Abby Shepler. Number 34, Abby Brown. And number 52, Molly Lane. Once again, they're all seniors. The Trojans are starting number 2, Nicole Adams. She's a junior. Number 3, Olivia Bellows. She's a junior. Number 10, Chloe Bisbal. She's a sophomore. Number 13, Megan Hose. She's a senior. And number 32, Riley Bisbal. She's also a senior. I noticed our officials tonight, Swan, Bill Allen, Bill Bartholomew, and Penny McDonald, 3 of the better officials in Northern Michigan.
Yeah, it's nice to have them there tonight. Well, it's a big one. Nice crowd on hand, as you would expect. A lot of people coming out for this one tonight in Lake City. Molly Lane jumping center for the Rangers. They'll be going from left to right here in the first half. Riley Bisbal at 6'2". jumping center for the Trojans, going from right to left. As we look down on the court from up on the catwalk, Lake City controls the tip, and Chloe Bisbal with the ball out on top. Rangers starting man-to-man, as we would expect with that pressure defense. Bisbal keeping the ball, lobs it inside to Riley Bisbal. Ball's on the floor. Rangers got in there, got a hand on it, and jump ball call. It's going to be Manton basketball with possession arrow.
Yeah, a little scramble. They try to lob it into Riley there, and good sag defense. Looks like the Rangers might be coming out in a like a matchup zone type thing. They were playing man-to-man on Riley, but the backside, they're kind of sagging away looking for help. So
our colors tonight, the Rangers are in their road orange uniforms, trimmed in black, and Lake City in their home whites, trimmed in red. Shepler with the ball, right wing, takes it on a drive into the lane, blocked by Bisbal, and she takes it herself. Pushing the ball down court, 3-on-2. Goes in the corner to Bellows. Shot up, got it. 4-3. Olivia Bellows, first points on the board. Abby Brown next at the other end. Posts up lane, kicks it back out to Puffer. Her three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Lake City. Bellows, left side Bisbal. Chloe gives it up to number 2, Nicole Adams. Trying to post Riley underneath. Ball is kicked by the Rangers, so it'll be Lake City basketball under their own basket.
Yeah, the Rangers have come out in the zone, and Lake City's playing man-to-man, so.
Inbound, back to Chloe, back out to Nicole, just inside the three-point line. No good. Molly Lane with the rebound. Head to Shepler, back to Wilder, taking it down center of the court. Gets a step on her defender, takes it in off the glass. Too strong. Rebound, Riley Bisbal. Again, takes it herself down court. Hits Hose underneath Bisbal. Score it, plus the foul. Little give and go there. Riley hit Megan Hose underneath. Hose went right back to Bisbal, laid it off the glass. Bucket's good, plus the foul.
Really nice pass. She went to penetrate and kicked it back door to Riley, and she laid her in.
So Trojans up early, 5-0. Riley Bisbal at the free throw line. Shot up is good. 6-0. Lady Trojans on top. Great start for them in this important Highland Conference game. Wilder with the basketball. Hits back door. Brown, baseline jumper, no good. Lane with the rebound, up and in. Molly Lane with the putback. Second chance bucket, and the Rangers needed that one.
A nice weak side board. She was at good position. Just put the ball back. Easy layup.
6-2. Lake City on top. Bisbal shot no good, but Hose is there with the rebound. Blocked by Wilder. Rebound grabbed by Puffer, and a Lake City foul on the rebound.
Boy, I tell you, that time Hose, she was backside rebound. There's nobody there putting a body on her, trying to keep her off the board. We got away with one there.
So Rangers with the basketball, trailing by 4. Wilder with the dribble, and called for a double dribble. Little too much that time. Turnover Rangers, Lake City inbounding. 5:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Nicely underway in Lake City tonight. The first of 2. The boys are up next. We'll have them both for you. Nicole Adams, right wing. Looking for somebody to go to. Skip pass all the way across. Knocked out of bounds by Wilder. Lake City ball, the inbound down in front of us from the sideline.
She helped backside with that defense. Just got a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Long pass inbound. Chloe Bisbal with the basketball, top of the circle. Knocked away by Wilder, but Bisbal gets it back. Goes baseline, nothing there. Gives it up to Adams. Her shot's good. 15-footer from the baseline, Nicole Adams. 8-2, Lake City.
Nice pass that time by Bisbal.
Wilder with the basketball, goes to Breon Puffer, top of the circle. Goes to Shepler for 3, no good. Ball saved by Wilder, but saved right to Riley Bisbal. Brings it herself down court. Stops and kicks it out to Adams. Turns down a 3, drives to the bucket, draws a foul. Whistle call against the Rangers. And they're going to say it was on the shot. So Lake City going to the free throw line.
Oh, they called that on the shot, huh? That surprised me. I didn't think she was going up, but.
And we got a timeout call down on the floor. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. We're going to have Olivia Bellows at the free throw line shooting 2. I agree with you, Smarty. I didn't know if they were going to call that on the drive or get her on the shot. They say she was putting the shot up. She's going to shoot 2.
Yeah, she came to do a little jump stop, and before she made it, in my opinion, which obviously doesn't amount to much, but she wasn't in that act of shooting yet. But the officials have a little better look at it down there, so they made that call. Hey, you are listening to Manton Ranger basketball on 107.9 CDY. Brought to you in part by the Rockwell Lake Lodge, Don's Auto Clinic, High Point Cadillac, GMC, and the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center.
Here we go, following the timeout. Bellows at the line. First shot up and good. 9-2. Lady Trojans jumping out to a nice lead here in the first quarter from Lake City tonight. Second free throw coming. And it's up and off the back of the rim. Long rebound out to Scheffler for the Rangers. Abby takes it herself down the right side. Crossover dribble knocked away, but the Rangers keep it. Wilder sets it up on the point. Abby Brown with the ball, goes into the lane, puts up a runner, and gets a friendly bounce off the side, in for 2. 9-4. Lake City on top.
Nice job of penetrating that time by Abby.
Chloe Bisbal with the ball out on top. Hits Riley Bisbal at the free throw line. She goes down in the corner to Bellows. Bellows brings it back out with the dribble. Cross court to Adams, three-point line, left side. And we got a 3-second call on Megan Hose camping out in the lane. Turnover, Lake City, Manton basketball.
Oh, you don't see that call too much nowadays.
You don't. Actually saw it watching a pro game the other night. You certainly don't see it there very often.
Oh, my. I don't know. Probably first call all year.
Halfway through the first quarter, 9-4, Lake City on top over the Manton girls. Rangers with the basketball. Brianna Puffer, top of the circle. Goes to Brown, left side. Tries that dribble penetration again. Bounce past the lane. Shot up good. Little 10-footer from the left baseline to Molly Lane. Nice pass from Abby Brown, Smarty, on that one.
Oh, that was a sweet pass. She penetrated and dumped it off to a little 6-footer for Molly.
9-6, Lake City on top. Riley for 3. And in and out, but rebound Hose, and she draws a foul. Riley Bisbal put up a 3, and Megan Hose, as JP alluded to here a moment ago, getting good position for the rebound, was fouled as she tried the putback.
Once again, she had inside position, kind of hard to stop that shot unless you got to put a body on her. That could come back to haunt us here down the road.
So senior Megan Hose at the line. First one is good. 10-6. The Lady Trojans on top of the Lady Rangers. Second free throw coming for Megan. Shot up and no good. And we'll see who it's off. Going to say it was off Manton. It'll be Lake City basketball under their own basket, as Manton and Lake City both went up for that rebound.
And Bisbal got inside position again, and at least we got a hand on it, knock it out of bounds.
Deep in the corner, Nicole Adams for 3 on the inbound. Long rebound to her, and Rangers stepped in, knocked it out of bounds. So Lake City's going to get the ball again under their own basket.
They're really hustling to get to those offensive rebounds right now, especially the long ones.
Long inbound pass out to the point, and Olivia Bellows with the basketball. Gives it up to Nicole Adams, out to Riley, takes it into the lane, and she's just pinched by the defense, causing the turnover. Turnover, Lake City, Ranger basketball. Lady Rangers trailing by 4, 10-6, 3 minutes left to go, opening quarter. Wilder with the ball, A lot of dribbling again. Gives it up to Moffitt now in the game. Goes down to Puffer left side. Back out to Brown. Shepler sees the lane. Takes it down the lane. Loses control. And Lake City with the basketball. Couldn't get by the defense cleanly. And the ball was knocked away. Riley Bisbal with the ball out on top. At the free throw line. Kicks it out to Bellows, who brings it on the dribble at the top of the circle. Gets a screen from Riley, takes it to the hoop. Shot up and good. Riley Bisbal with the screen, and Olivia did the rest. 12-6 Lake City.
And just a nice little runner on the backside.
Abby Shepler, right side, takes it to the hoop, off the glass, and scores it. Got a step on her defender. Nice soft touch off the glass. 12-8 Lake City on top.
Nice job of attacking hoop that time by Abby.
Chloe Bisbal guarded closely by Jaden Wilder. Olivia Bellows takes it from her, loses control, and called for a travel. Good tight Ranger defense on that possession.
Yeah, that time we moved our feet. Yep, we moved the feet that time, and she tried to penetrate. There was no place to go. She lost control of the bucket, turned it over.
Molly Lane checking back in after getting a breather and replacing Puffer. 12-8. The Lady Trojans on top. Abby Brown with a long three. Holy smokes, I don't even know how she could get it there. Ball on the floor, and we're going to have a jump call. Possession arrow in favor of Lake City. But Abby hasn't got many shots up.
No.
She was going to get one there.
Yeah, that's an NBA three there.
That was certainly NBA three.
Plus a little maybe.
Lake City with the ball. Riley with it on top. She's handling the ball out there quite a bit tonight. Gives it up to Bellows for a long three, in and out. Rebound out of bounds to Lake City. They're saying Jaden Wilder was the last to touch that one. Lake City inbounding again under their own basket. Chloe Bisbal into Riley Bisbal off the glass for two. Riley made a nice cut to the basket. Chloe lobbed it up to her. Easy bucket.
Yeah, that was a nice design play.
14-8. Lake City on top. Abby Brown gets a screen from Shepler. Takes it into the lane. Up off the glass. Scores it. And draws a foul. Nice drive with her left hand. Abby Brown shot it with the left hand. Shows her talent.
Holy cow, was that a play or was that a play? Underhand scoop shot with the left hand.
Pulls the Rangers within 4, and she's got the free throw. Shot up. Good. Abby, one of the best free throw shooters on the team. 14-11. Lake City leads it. Chloe with the basketball, being pressured by Abby Brown. Gives up to Adams. Back out to Bellows. Bellows hitting the sophomore Bisbal. Back to Riley Bisbal. Shot up. Good. From the right wing, about 15 feet out, Riley nails it for two.
That was a nice job by Bellows that time. She got forced out of bounds.
On the Ranger end, they turn it over. A wild pass out of bounds. Lake City basketball with 34 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Lake City leading by 5. Riley inbounds to Chloe. Riley with the basketball, top of the circle. Looks like they'll just be content here, maybe run out the clock and put up a last shot. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. 16-11. The Lady Trojans up on the Lady Rangers here in the battle for first place in the Highland Conference. Both teams 6-0 in the conference going into tonight. Down in the right corner now. Adams with it. Back out to Riley. 15-footer at the elbow. Shot no good. Rebound. Abby Brown. And right at the buzzer, we're going to get a foul call against the Trojans right before the buzzer. No shot involved, but on the rebound, that's the end of the first quarter. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout. Lake City leads Manton 16-11. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Don's Auto Clinic, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and High Point GMC Cadillac continue to grow together to serve you better. Our staffs are a group of hardworking individuals who, just like you, get the job done every day by showing the dedication and determination to teamwork. You will not find a more dedicated team making the car or truck buying experience more seamless and easy. Locally owned dealerships, proud to support all local high school sports. We're behind you all the way.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City High School tonight. Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart. We have double action for you in the Highland Conference. The girls are up first, followed by the boys game as Lake City is hosting Manton tonight. Well, Smarty, Lake City kind of had their way here in the first quarter, leading at 16-11. What do you like or dislike so far?
Well,
from either team.
Well, what I like is what Lake City's doing. They are really on the backside, are getting inside position and getting a lot of second and third shots. Manton has to start putting a body on that weak side board. Even on that last play where we got a foul, Abby was the other girl had inside position on Abby. The ball just came off a little high.
Yes, she did. Here we go. Start second quarter. Manton has possession arrows. They inbound. Jaden Wilder on the right wing. Works it back outside to Puffer. Top of the circle. Back to Abby Scheffler, right side. Back to Puffer, who replaced her. Lake City in their man-to-man. Molly Lane going to be called for travel. Molly grabbed the ball and took a step before she put it down on the floor. I got to agree with that one.
Yeah, that little happy feet. So she was looking to penetrate and got going a little quick.
So first possession comes up with a turnover for the Rangers in the second quarter. Lake City with the basketball. Pose on the left wing. Kicks it back out to Chloe Bisbal. Chloe pulling it out a little bit. Goes to Bellows on the right side. Skip pass to Adams. Down to Riley on the baseline. Back out to Chloe. Bellows right side trying to drive baseline. Her pass is wild and picked off by the Rangers. So each team with a turnover already here in the second quarter. Wilder trying to find an opening. Kicks it out to Scheffler instead for three. Shot is short. And Lake City with the rebound. Adams grabbing that one for the Trojans. Chloe pushing it down court. In the lane. Kicks it out to Bellows. Right side. Skip pass to Riley. She gives it up to Bellows, top of the circle. Deep in the right side, Chloe. 15-footer, shot up, no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be a Manton basketball.
Yeah, that first quarter, they both teams, particularly Lake City, came out rather hot. We're almost 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter and have no scores yet.
Manton basketball. Wilder gets a screen from Puffer. Gives it back to Puffer. Top of the circle. Brianna hits Molly Lane. Back out to Scheffler for three. Short. And chased down by Riley Bisbal for the Trojans. Gives it up to Chloe.
Nice job by the Rangers that time, moving the ball around and coming up with a good shot.
Adams back to Bisbal. Now Hose. Back over to Adams. Left side. Bisbal top of the circle. Back to Adams. Back to Bisbal, back to Adams. Hose down on the baseline, looking to drive. And her pass knocked away. Another turnover, Lake City. Rangers come up with it. Got herself in tough territory down there with really not much to do. Puffer, free throw line, kicks it out to Scheffler. Scheffler to Wilder, running a little figure eight out there. Puffer gives it up to Wilder again, top of the circle. She gives it back to Puffer. Three. No good. Riley Bisbal with the rebound. Rangers just not able to hit on those threes so far. Chloe Bisbal brings it across the timeline. Ahead to Bellows. Trying to hit pass underneath. Deflected. And right to Bellows. Adams, who puts it in. Nicole Adams with the bucket for the Trojans. Brown, long three. No good. 18-11. Lake City on top. Riley Bisbal at half court takes it across the timeline. Gives it up to Chloe. Goes to Bellows, back out on top to Adams. Back to Bellows, right side. Skip pass, knocked away by Brown off Chloe Bisbal, and Ranger basketball. And we get a timeout on the floor taken by Manton, as the Rangers haven't been able to hit the scoreboard here in the second quarter yet. It's just the 32nd one. We'll keep it here. 18-11. We're over 3 minutes into this quarter, and as you alluded to, Smarty, only 2 points on the board here by either team in the second quarter.
That was a real nice play by Abby that time. She tipped the ball, and the girl from Lake City tipped it out of bounds. And boy, if she could have just been there a split second sooner, she would have had an uncontested layup. So, but
we're not seeing quite the pressure we see from the Rangers. They're kind of sitting back a little bit, like you said, in the zone. Lake City's able to play with the ball outside quite a bit. Man might have a little success if they put some pressure out there on that ball. But Lake City's got the good guards, and they can work around the defense, too.
Yeah, they're really moving the ball around the perimeter really well, and then they have their two taller girls flashing through the middle and just trying to look to post them up a little bit.
Rangers inbound following the timeout. Post underneath is Wilder. Can't get a shot off. Scheffler at the elbow, kicks it out to Molly Lane. Now Puffer, right side. Post Wilder underneath. Wilder looking for a shot. Spin move, left hand. No good, but there with the rebound. Scheffler off the glass for two. I'm sorry, Abby Brown with the rebound and putback for the Rangers. Big bucket for the Rangers. Pull back within 5. This time, Abby does get the basketball on the steal. Gives it up to Wilder. Wilder at the lane. Looking for a spin move. Left hand off glass. No good. Riley with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Chloe Bisbal. Ball knocked away, but Lake City keeps it. Riley top of the circle. Goes to Chloe, right side. She brings it back on top with the dribble. Goes to Bellows, right side. Megan Hose, who got free in the middle. Her pass knocked away. Another turnover, Lake City. Rangers come up with it. They just need to capitalize a little bit.
That's good SAG defense that time. They really held backside.
Puffer trying to post Brown. Ball knocked away. Puffer got it back. She takes it right in. Draws a foul. Brianna. Good penetration on the dribble with the left hand. Put it up with the left hand. Couldn't get it to drop, but she's at the free throw line shooting 2.
Yeah, very nice job by Brianna that time, taking the ball to the hole.
And that is the second foul. Is that correct, Smarty, on Megan Hose? I believe so. Second foul on Hose?
Yes, I'm sorry, Swan.
First free throw is no good. Second one drops, and that pulls the Rangers within 4. 18-14. Lake City on top. 3:29 left to go until halftime. Chloe Bisbal with the basketball. Goes right side to Bellows. Adams, top of the circle. Back to Bellows on the right side. Skip pass to Chloe. Dribbling out top. Wilder comes out with a little pressure. Pass down on the baseline. Controlled by Adams. Her pass stolen by Wilder. Get a little pressure on the basketball, causing some turnovers. Wilder right down the lane. Not there. Goes to the lane. 15-footer. No good. And Lake City with the rebound. Molly had a shot right at the elbow of the free throw line. Couldn't get it to fall. And here on the Lake City end, Rangers call for a foul. Nobody in the bonus yet. It will be Lake City basketball. Timeout now taken by Coach Tizron for the Lady Trojans. It's just a 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here, Smarty.
Yeah, that was just a little reach foul by Abby that time. She tried to get away with it. They caught her. So, hey, we are listening to Manton Ranger Basketball 107.9 CDY. Brought to you in part by Studio 131 Salon and the Barn Hall. They are both just south of Manton on Old 131. Wilder Heating and Cooling and the Manton Booster Club.
Well, it's been a tight one, which we expected. These two teams tied for first place, both 6-0 in the Highland Conference. But Lake City leads it here in the first half, 18-14, with 2:48 left to go. Lake City ready to inbound following their timeout. Adams into Chloe Bisbal. Bisbal back to Adams, top of the circle, back to Chloe. Trying to hit Riley at the free throw line, and the Rangers going to be called for a foul.
And that's going to be on Molly Lane.
Lake City inbounding under their own basket.
That's her second, team 5th.
Chloe with the inbound pass comes into Megan Hose on the baseline, posting up Riley. That's money down there. Riley Bisbal with the bank shot from the block, and you can't stop that one if she's got the ball there. 20-14, Lake City. Molly Lane, left wing, gives it up to Scheffler. Scheffler cross court to Puffer, right side. Scheffler on the left wing, trying to post Wilder. She's down on the block. Spin move, left hand. No good. Lake City with the rebound. Pushing it quickly. Trapped out there. Rangers get the turnover. Wilder takes it herself in the lane. Shot blocked by Chloe Bisbal and takes it herself. And as she's pushing the ball down the court, Ranger foul called by the officials on Abby Scheffler.
Yeah, that's her first. Team 6.
Rangers had a 2-on-1, but just could not get the shot up. Chloe there with the block. Nicole Adams, right side for the Trojans. Hitting Bisbal at the free throw line. Back to Adams. Skips it back out to Chloe Bisbal. Now down the corner, left corner to Bellows. Skip pass to Adams, right side. Back to Bellows, left side. Long three, no good. Ball tipped around, controlled by the Rangers. Riley Bisbal had position, but the Rangers come away with it. Wilder with the ball, top of the circle. Gives up Puffer, right side, trying to post Abby Brown underneath. They do. Bounce pass underneath to Molly Lane, goes out of bounds. The Rangers been trying to post Wilder and Brown down on the block, but they haven't had any success in scoring off it. The defense that time collapsed on Abby, trying to bounce past the lane, just out of bounds. Nice idea.
Yeah, they've been trying to post them up several times down the court now and haven't been able to create a lot of scoring opportunities out of it.
Chloe Bisbal with the basketball, top of the circle. Nicole Adams, back to Bisbal, down left side to Bellows. Her pass deflected out of bounds by the Rangers. Lake City will inbound with just 57 seconds left to go here in the first half from Lake City. Chloe Bisbal will pull the trigger on the inbound. Goes out to Adams. Shot up right away. In, back out, and in again. Nicole Adams just inside the three-point line. Stretches the lead to 8. 22-14 over the Rangers. Man coming in undefeated tonight, but got their hands full here so far. Puffer dribbling into the lane, puts up shot, blocked by Bisbal. Riley Bisbal. Lake City has it. Man, not able to hit any threes, and they're trying to penetrate and can't get the open shot inside. Now Lake City looks like they'll be content just to get the last shot up again. Chloe with the ball, down to 15 seconds, spin move, kicks it out to Riley, long three, short, but Lake City with the rebound, up off glass, good by Megan Hose. We've mentioned that the Rangers have to box her off. They haven't been able to do that. Long three by Brown, no good. And that's the end of the first half here in Lake City. Our halftime score, the Lady Trojans of Lake City, 24, and the Lady Rangers of Manton, 14. We'll be right back with first half stats and analysis. We'll have an update on the Ranger games and broadcast. Look ahead to the second half. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
For weddings, choose the Barn Hall. Parties, choose the Barn Hall. Events of any kind, choose the Barn Hall. Manton's premier venue for gatherings. Got an event coming up? Call or text Molly, 231-394-0311. The Barn Hall, on Old 31, just south of Manton. Connected to the Barn Hall is Studio 131, offering haircuts for men and women, color, facial waxing, and more. Need a new look? Talk to Kaylee or Michaela at 231-824-3550. Trust your new look to Studio 131. The Barn Hall in Studio 131, proud to support this Manton Ranger broadcast.
Located 30 minutes south of Cadillac, the Rockwell Lake Lodge is the perfect destination for your corporate retreat, church event, or family reunion. The lodge features 10 luxurious guest suites and sits on the shores of a pristine private lake. Enjoy upscale dining, conference amenities, and exclusive use of the property when you visit rockwelllakelodge.com or call 517-437-3311. The Rockwell Lake Lodge.
Welcome back to Man Ranger Basketball on 107.9 CDY. Rick Swanson with the Jim Smart coming to you from Lake City High School, where our halftime score is the Lady Trojans of Lake City 24, the Lady Rangers of Manton 14. Lake City's been in control the whole time on the scoreboard. First quarter ended with a Lake City lead of 5 at 16-11. And in that second quarter, Manton only able to put 3 points on the board, while Lake City put up 8. And Lake City has stretched the halftime lead to 24-14. I'm going to turn it over to Smarty, and he's got some halftime numbers for us.
Thanks, Swan. For the Rangers, Abby Brown's leading us with 7 points. She's got a couple of rebounds and a couple of assists in there. Molly Lane's got 4 with a couple of rebounds. Abby Shepard's got 2, and Brianna Pupper's got 1. For the Trojans, Nicole Adams got 6 points. Olivia Bellows has got 6 points. Megan Hose has got 3 points. Riley Bisball's got 9 points. So, and she's got 3 rebounds and a couple of blocks, and the blocks have been very timely on her part. So I think 2 things that kind of stand out in the first half. Manton is having a tough time getting a good look at the bucket. Lake City's playing some great man-to-man defense, and I think we're getting a little frustrated and trying to force up a couple shots. Lake City is doing a great job on their offensive end of the ball of the court, getting inside position and creating second and third chance opportunities, and so that has helped result in the difference in the score right now. So a couple things that we can try to address.
As I mentioned during the second quarter, one of the things we saw the Rangers do, Coach Katona put Wilder, took her off the point and posted her up underneath, trying to get the ball to her. Maybe use a spin move down underneath, but not able to get a shot up. They got the ball to her a couple times, as they did to Abby Brown down there, and basically resulted in either a turnover or a block shot. They just couldn't get anything generated. I think if they scored down there, they probably would have stayed with that a little bit longer. But the Rangers also haven't gotten that three-pointer to fall tonight, and our girls have relied on that three-point shot for years.
For years, yeah, and they've got several kids that can hit that shot, and maybe they're pressing a little bit, but they just they got to clean up that weak side help and get some inside position there and eliminate those second and third opportunities for Lake City, and just relax and continue to run their offense until they do get a good shot. They are setting some high picks and trying to create some action there as well. When they try to post the guards down low, what they're doing is Lake City's getting a lot of weak side help and sag help to help deny that inbounds pass and not create a good. I like the idea, but they're not getting good looks at the bucket because of the sag help and the weak side help.
Well, Coach Katona is down in the locker room right now talking about the situation, and we'll see if the Rangers can make a comeback. Rangers with a 10-0 record, they have defeated some tough teams this year already, and I'm sure everybody's confident they can come back and let's cut this lead down from 10 here at halftime. Let's get an update on the girls and boys seasons. We have been off now since our last broadcast. We'll bring you up to date a little bit. Let's talk about the girls first. They started their season off 6-0 before Christmas. They have been 4-0 since the holidays coming into tonight. They were challenged by Kalkaska and, or I should say Charlevoix and Glen Lake. Otherwise, they've had rather an easy go of it, including a 15-point win over a tough Kingsley squad. Their next game after tonight is Tuesday when Houghton Lake comes to Manton. Manton will host Houghton Lake Tuesday night. Our next broadcast with the girls will be Friday, February 14th, when the girls travel to Roscommon. We'll have that one for you Friday, February 14th, with the girls on the road. As far as the boys, and don't forget, we've got the boys game coming up after the girls game tonight. We'll have that for you here also on 107.9. The boys were 3-0 before Christmas. Their first loss was to Charlevoix in a makeup game on January 3rd. Since then, they have defeated Kalkaska and Roscommon. So they are 5-1 coming into tonight. Their next game, of course, is tonight against Lake City, which we will have for you. But otherwise, next week, the boys host Houghton Lake on Wednesday night. The next broadcast of the boys after tonight will be Friday, February 7th, when the boys head south to Pine River. We will have the boys at Pine River for you on Friday, February 7th. In JV action last night, because the varsities are going tonight, the JVs played last night. The JV boys were successful over Lake City, but the JV girls from Lake City were successful over Manton. Well, thanks for staying with us. We got a full night here. We got another half of the girls and then the boys to follow. This is Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart. We are getting ready for second half action of Manton Ranger basketball. One of our sponsors tonight is the Manton Athletic Booster Club. And as I talked to Manton Athletic Director Scott Bender earlier this week, he said that what I was doing is kind of looking for a mission statement type thing, the purpose of the Booster Club. And he said the Athletic Booster Club exists to promote the athletic programs at Manton, to give back to the student athletes who give their time to participate. Now, Smarty, we were talking on the way over tonight a little bit, and the Booster Club has lost kind of its formation over the years when it was led by the late Diane Siddle, who just passed away last month. But it's still there, and they're still providing background for the athletic programs. But what can we say about Diane and the years she gave to the program?
Just a tireless worker. She did it all. She worked the bingo. She was on my bingo team back in the 80s, and we were trying to generate funds to build the all-weather track. She ran a concession stand for years and years and years, and anything that we needed done, you just went to Diane, and she was the backbone of that organization forever.
Yes, she was. We've had some great workers over the years. You think of Joe and Sally Lutke, you think of Ed Westphaler. There have just been some great workers over the years.
Oh, absolutely. And the Booster Club was very pivotal in generating a lot of the things, the upgrades that we had to our athletic facilities and some of the things that the teams needed when finances were tough.
Now, the biggest time when volunteers are needed is the spring, especially with track concessions. And this coming spring, Manton is again hosting the D3 track regional, and many volunteers are needed to pull it off in great fashion. Take my word for it, having coached boys track for 40 years, it takes a large number of people to carry off a regional. And if you are interested in finding out more about the Manton Booster Club, and if you're interested in helping out as a volunteer, call Scott Bender, the Manton Athletic Director at the high school, and he can certainly let you know how you can become involved in the program. Well, the Rangers just coming out on the floor now with just 30 seconds left to go until our second half. So they aren't going to get a chance to warm up physically, but we're ready to go. Our halftime score, once again, from Lake City. The Lake City Trojans 24, the Manton Rangers 14 on the girls' side of things as we get ready to go. So, Smarty, what do you think here, second half?
Well, we were up at a similar situation. We went up to Glen Lake early in the year. Very, very tough opponent. We were down by double digits in that game. So this isn't new to our girls. So they're not going to panic.
Good point.
And so they're going to come out and try to create some good shots, get a little more tenacious on the defensive end, and we'll see what happens.
Possession arrow is with Lake City here in the second half. They will be going from left to right. Rangers, of course, going from right to left down in front of us as we are up on the catwalk here in the new Lake City Athletic Facility, just opened up last year for basketball. Boy, Lake City immediately tries a long pass trying to hit Riley Bisbal into the basket, but it was batted away by Molly Lane. The Rangers on the attack. Here's Lane with a 15-footer. She's got it. The Rangers pushed it and got the good shot from Molly Lane to pull within 8. Good start for the Rangers.
Oh, boy, they pushed a great defensive stop at the Lake City end and pushed the ball down and got a good look.
Ball knocked away by the Rangers, and we get a call against Lake City, so Manton causing another turnover by the Trojans to start the second half. And the Rangers will inbound after cutting the lead to 8, 24-16. They'll get a chance to cut into it even a little bit more.
Now that foul that time was on Bellows. That's just her first, team's first of this half.
Abby Brown with the basketball on top, goes in the lane, bounce past the lane. Her shot, good. This time from the left side from 15 feet. Rangers within 6. Applying a little more pressure now, full court. Pass to Adams, left side, back out to Bellows. Riley Bisbal replaces her with the basketball. Outside the three-point line, puts up a 3. She's got it. Riley Bisbal with 3 for the Trojans, and they lead at 27-18. Wilder left wing, goes to Puffer, posting up lane underneath, shot off the glass. No good, but foul called on Riley Bisbal, and Molly Lane's going to go to the free throw line. Molly with a great start here in the second half. 2 field goals and now at the free throw line.
Yeah, and they posted her right up from the get-go, and she made a nice move and got Riley to hit her on the elbow. That's Bisbal's first foul. But I like the energy we're coming out with in this second half.
First free throw is around and out. She'll get one more. Don't forget, we got the boys game coming up for you after this one. Molly Lane's second free throw is good. 27-19. Now the Rangers applying a little full court pressure. Riley Bisbal quickly ahead to Adams, back to Bisbal. Riley down in the right corner to Chloe. Chloe Bisbal. Double team, gets it back to Riley, kicks it back outside. Olivia Bellows, left wing. Top of the circle. Looking for penetration, kicks it back out to Chloe instead. Chloe penetrates. Ball knocked away. Riley's got it. Makes a move to the hoop. Off the glass, good. Unfortunate, the ball went right to Riley Bisbal. She knew what to do with it.
Yeah, the Rangers have come out man-to-man this second half, and the intensity has picked up.
Abby Brown's shot at the other end, no good. Lake City with the rebound. They've stretched their lead back to 10. Riley Bisbal kicks it back out to Bellows, top of the circle, driving into the lane. And on the drive, we're going to get a call against the Rangers. Bellows went to her left using the left hand, and Lake City's going to inbound under their own basket after the Ranger foul.
Yeah, that foul that time was on Abby Scheffler. That's her second. That's just the team's first of this half.
Megan Moffitt checking in for the Rangers, giving Molly Lane a little breather. Inbound pass comes to Adams, back to Bellows, left side. Riley Bisbal, top of the circle. Started by Moffitt. Gives it up to Bellows in the corner. Gets it to the lane. Elbow, shot up good. Olivia Bellows from the elbow at the free throw line stretches the Lake City lead to 12, 31-19. Abby Brown down the left corner to Wilder. Wilder looking for a move. Nothing there. Kicks it back outside. Scheffler, Puffer left side. Brianna, nothing there. She hits Abby Brown cutting into the lane. And her spin shot is partially blocked, but they're going to call the foul on Lake City. And Abby Brown's going to go to the free throw line shooting 2.
As she went to pull up for about a little 10-footer and got hit right on the elbow. That foul was by Bellows. That's her second.
And first free throw from Abby is good. 31-20, Lake City on top. Second free throw coming. Up and also good. Back to the halftime deficit of 10. 31-21. 5:10 left to go. Third quarter here for Lake City. Don't forget, boys game coming up after this one. Olivia Bellows deep in the left corner. Shot up short, but Megan Hose had inside position again. Wilder took it away from her. Wilder keeps it herself, taking it down court. Three-point line, gives it up to Scheffler. Puffer, top of the circle. Goes to Brown, right side. Abby Brown down the lane, shot up, good. With the left hand scoop again, Abby Brown pulls the Rangers within 8.
Nice job of
23.
Nice job of penetration that time by Abby. She's taking the ball in the hole.
Chloe Bisbal, left side, goes to Adams, top of the circle. Bellows, right side, back to Adams. Cross court to Chloe, down in the corner. Long three again. Bellows in and out. Rebound, Rangers, Abby Brown. Ahead to Wilder. Takes it on the left hand into the lane. Shot up, no good. Riley Bisbal with the rebound. Riley gives it up to Bellows, right side. Left-hand dribble, top of the circle. Chloe Bisbal. Spin move, but kicks it back out to Adams. Bellows. Bellows takes it on a drive, hits Riley underneath. Shot no good. Foul called on the Rangers, Brianna Puffer, and Riley's going to go to the free throw line.
That is Brianna's third foul. We got 3:47 here to go in the third quarter.
Riley Bisbal, first free throw, rattles around and drops. Molly Lane coming back in for Moffett. 32-23, Lake City on top. Second free throw. Up and also good. Lead is back to 10 for the Lady Trojans. Big crowd here tonight in Lake City. Exciting Highland Conference action. Shepard, Puffer for three. Shot up. No good. And on the rebound, knocked out of bounds off Molly Lane, Lake City basketball. Boy, a couple of those threes to drop would make things a little more interesting.
Oh, boy, I tell you what. That certainly would.
Chloe Bisbal across the timeline.
Yeah,
her left, Nicole Adams.
Yeah, we haven't had a three-point bucket tonight yet.
Ball given to Hose at the free throw line, knocked away by the Rangers. Wilder up for three, in and out. Rebound, Riley Bisbal. Got another good look, just won't fall. Riley cross court to Bellows, nearly thrown away. Back to Chloe Bisbal, across to Adams. Adams into the lane to Riley. Her turnaround jumper, no good. Wilder with the rebound. Lake City up by 10. Quickly ahead to Brown. Skip pass to Puffer. Shot for three. Too short. Molly Lane with the rebound. Gives up to Wilder at the elbow. Shot up, good. Jaden Wilder for two at the elbow. And quickly, J.P. Katona from the Rangers calls a timeout. It's a 60-second timeout, so we will take a timeout as well. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65-cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. The local 308 has comedy night the last Saturday of every month with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get two of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City High School. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart bringing you doubleheader Highland Conference basketball action as Lake City hosts the Manton Rangers. The girls' game up now, the boys' game to follow.
We got a good one here, Swan. Rangers got down early in the first quarter and are struggling to get back in the ball game. They picked the intensity up here in the third quarter, but Lake City's matched that intensity.
Lake City inbounding following the timeout. Manton applying some full court pressure. They get the steal. Abby Brown with the steal, taking it right to the hoop. Off the glass, no good. And knocked out of bounds by Lake City. Abby couldn't get it to drop on the layup. Manton will inbound under their own basket. 2:24 left to go. Third quarter, 33-25. Lake City on top. Shepler inbounding. Comes into Abby Brown deep in the right corner. Hits Molly Lane, cutting through the lane. Shot up off glass, good. Molly Lane with a big bucket. She's been big here in the third quarter. That draws the Rangers within 6. Chloe looking ahead, gets it ahead to Riley, who goes underneath the Megan Hose off glass, scores it. That time the Trojans just beat the pressure of the Rangers press. 35-27. Abby Brown, top of the circle. Gives up Puffer, right side. Trying to penetrate, gets into the lane, kicks it back out to Wilder. Wilder, bounce past the lane underneath. Shot blocked, out of bounds to the Rangers. That time Riley Bisbog adjusted quickly and was able to get a hand on the ball. Molly Lane's shot. Rangers underneath. Shepler inbounding, bounce pass to Abby Brown under the basket, spin move off glass, in and out. Rebound Riley Bisbal. Her pass stolen by Molly Lane. Molly pushes it, gives it up to Abby Brown, almost stolen, but the Rangers have it. Abby with the basketball. Rangers trail by 8. 1:20 left to go, third quarter. Abby gives it up to Shepler. Shepler to Brianna Puffer. At the elbow to Wilder. Wilder looking underneath to Shepler. Pass off the lane. Left hand good. Nice pass from Shepler to Molly Lane for 2. Ranger within 6.
Really nice pass that time by Shep.
Riley's pass underneath Nicole Adams. Couldn't handle it. And she's going to call for double dribble. Turnover for the Trojans. And here come the Rangers, trailing now by 6. Under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Abby Brown with the basketball. Looking for a move in the lane. Her pass intercepted. Lake City with the turnover this time. Chloe Bisbal with the ball. Quickly ahead to Bellows. Right side. Gives it up to Riley Bisbal, top of the circle. 25 seconds to go, third quarter. 35-29. Lake City on top. Being pressured by Abby Brown now is Riley. Causing her a little trouble. And the ball went off her foot, out of bounds. Good defensive pressure from Abby Brown. See if the Rangers can capitalize with just 14 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Great job by Abby that time. All she did is move her feet, and kept taking off the penetration lanes.
Bucket here would be huge. Shepler, right side. 5 seconds. Draws up a 3. No good. Ball batted around. Puffer to Lane. And loose ball is going to end the quarter. Rangers had a good look, but again, couldn't get it quite to drop. That's in the third quarter here in Lake City. The Lake City Trojans 35, Manton Rangers 29. Stay with us for an exciting fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports teams. And go Rangers!
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Welcome back to Lake City High School. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart with you. Highlight Conference basketball action as the Trojans host the Rangers.
You are listening to Manton Ranger basketball on 107.9 CDY. Brought to you in part by Jamie Fellows, Garno City to Shore Real Estate, Bostic's Drug Store, and the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton.
35-29, Lake City on top here in the girls contest. We'll have the boys for you following this one. Manton with the possession arrow. Inbound to Abby Brown. They just need to get this down within a bucket. Long 3 from Abby is no good. Rebound Lake City. Nicole Adams. She gives it up to Chloe Bisbal. Chloe takes it across the timeline. Guarded by Jaden Wilder. Rangers have cut the 10-point halftime lead to 6. Chloe gives it up to Riley, top of the circle. Riley takes on dribble, right side, goes cross court to Adams. Down to Megan Hose, back out to Adams. Olivia Bellows, top of the circle. Trying to penetrate with the dribble, takes it, and ball stolen. Abby Brown got a hand on it. Here come the Rangers once again. Jaden Wilder, top of the circle. Gives it up to Brown, left side. Skip pass to Abby Shepler on the right wing. She comes back to Puffer down in front of us, left side. Shepler now down in the left corner. Kicks it back out to Wilder. Lake City up by 6. Rangers with the basketball. Molly Lane out to set a screen for Wilder. Pick and roll, gets it back. Here's Wilder driving down the lane. Shot no good with the left hand. Rebound Lake City. Jaden just hasn't been able to get those to fall.
No, that's her bread and butter. Nice patience that time by the Rangers.
Olivia Bell penetrating and called for a travel. Lake City turnover gives the Rangers another shot at it. Abby Brown brings it across the timeline. 6:20 left to go in this one. Lake City up by 6. Jaden Wilder. Outside for 3. Shot up. In and out. Riley Bisbal with the rebound. Pushing it herself. Down court. 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Adams. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Bellows for 3. Shot up. Good. Big shot for Olivia Bellows for the Trojans. Increases their lead back to 9, 38-29. Brown spin move, free throw line, bounce pass underneath to Puffer, and her shot draws the whistle. Brianna Puffer will go to the free throw line shooting 2 as she was fouled on the shot.
That time the foul was on Hose. That's her 3rd. Team's 4th this half. Nice pass that time. Give Brianna a good look at the bucket.
The free throw goes high up the back of the rim. No good. Second free throw from Puffer. 38-29. Free throw short. Rebound Riley Bisbal. Ahead to Bellows at half court. Bellows back to Riley. Puts up a long 3. No good. Rebound Wilder for the Rangers. Keeps it herself. Taking it down court. At the 3-point line. Goes to Puffer. Left side. Hits a cutting Shepler down the lane. Shot up. No good. Rebound Riley Bisbal.
Another great look. Just not followed.
Wiley keeps it herself on the dribble at the 3-point line. Right side. Makes a move into the lane. Puts a shot up. Kind of a wild shot. No good. But there's Megan Hose once again with the rebound. And as she pushed the shot up, she's fouled and will go to the free throw line shooting 2.
Yeah.
You mentioned that all night long.
Yeah. That's her 3rd weak side offensive rebound.
Free throw up and good from Megan Hose for Lake City, increasing the lead to 10, 39-29. 5:09 left to go in this one. Second free throw up and good. Rangers inbounding, trailing by 11, 40-29, with just over 5 minutes left to go in this one. Wilder with the basketball. Goes to Brown on the right side. Abby down the lane. Left hand. Shot blocked by Bellows. And Riley Bisbal comes away with it. Her pass quickly ahead to Bellows. Skip pass to Adams. Turns down a 3-pointer just to hang on to the basketball. Gives up to Bellows. Out on top. Near half court. Adams. Left side. Rangers having to apply a little pressure here, down 11 with 4:30 left to go. Chloe Bisbal with the basketball. Kicks it back out to Bellows. Lake City obviously taking some time off, looking to get some time off the clock. Riley Bisbal broke 3 on a baseline screen. Nice pass. She scores it off the glass. 42-29 Lake City. We got a timeout on the court taken by Coach Katona of the Rangers, as Lake City has stretched their lead to 13, 42-29. full timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well. Stay with us for the end of this one, and we have the boys' game coming up next. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingles shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore, on Main Street in Manton, or call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City. You are listening to 107.9 WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart in Lake City tonight for Highland Conference action. Doubleheader, girls game, followed by the boys. In the girls game right now with 4:07 left to go, Lake City is on top 42-29, trying to hand the Manton Rangers their first loss of the season. Manton inbounding, following the timeout. Here's Abby Brown, right side, puts up a long three. No good. Megan Hose with the rebound for Lake City. Gives it up to Bisball, quickly ahead to Riley Bisball. Skip pass to Adams, right side. Back out to Chloe. Chloe back to Adams. We get a foul call on the Rangers. No one close to the bonus yet. So if the Rangers are going to put Lake City on the line, they'll have to commit at least a couple more here before Lake City is in the bonus. Lake City inbounding to Riley Bisball. Gives up to Bellows. Bellows back to Bisball, top of the circle. 3:35 left to go. Lake City up 13, again looking to take some time off. Working the ball around the outside with a skip pass once in a while. Bellows with the ball. Out on top, gives it up to Riley on the right side. Riley goes down on the corner to Bellows. She brings it back out on a dribble. Ball batted away by Brown, off Olivia Bellows' foot. It'll be Ranger basketball.
Lake City spreading out, being very, very patient with the ball.
Accomplishing what they want at this point. Rangers inbound. Wilder with the ball. 3:05 left to go. 42-29. Lake City on top. Abby Brown drive into the lane, puts up a runner, and foul called on the shot. Abby will go to the free throw line and shoot two for the Rangers.
Yeah, we've got 3:01 here left in the fourth quarter here, Swan, and we haven't scored here yet.
First free throw from the reliable Abby Brown is no good. Second one coming. And that one's around and off. You're absolutely right, JP. It's been all Lake City here in the fourth quarter. 7-0 outscoring the Rangers. Riley's pass, top of the circle, Adams. She gives it up to Bellows, left side. Bellows with the dribble. Again, just trying to steal some time on the clock. Abby Shuttler got a hand on the ball, knocked it to the floor. Jump ball called, but possession arrows in favor of Lake City. They will inbound down in front of us as they go left to right and lead by 13. Riley Bisball comes out to handle it, gives it up to Bellows, back to Riley. Riley on the left side of the court, double teamed over there, and got it away to Bellows. And timeout taken by Coach Tizron as Riley got bottled up right in front of him. And he didn't like what he saw right there, but it's a quick 30-second. We'll keep it here with 2:32 left to go in this one.
Yeah, they had her boxed in over there, and so rather than turn the ball over in this situation, he just took a quick timeout. So tried to prevent the turnover there. Nice call by Coach.
Lake City was up by 10 at halftime. The Rangers were able to get it down to 5 at one point in the third, but they just haven't been able to get it closer than that. And now here in the fourth, Lake City has stretched that lead back out to 13. This game, of course, is for first place in the conference. Each team 6-0 so far this season in Highland Conference play. Lake City rated inbound following the timeout. Long pass to Bisbal under the basket. Shot up, no good. Megan Moffett with the rebound for the Rangers. She gives it up to Wilder. Wilder dribble penetration into the lane, kicks it out. Long three for Brown, no good. And Riley with the rebound for Lake City. She moves it ahead to Bellows at half court. Ball went off her foot, out of bounds. I thought it was. They call it Lake City. I didn't see it. Manton even close to that one. But they're saying Manton got a hand on it. Lake City will inbound from the sideline down in front. Bellows with the basketball. 2 minutes left to go. Lake City up by 13. Chloe Bisbal, left side, trapped again over there. Ball stolen by Wilder. And she's trying to get knocked away by Riley Bisbal. Quickly ahead to Megan Moffett under the basket, up and in. Wilder saw wide open Megan Moffett for two. That pulls Manton within 11 at 42-31. Full court pressure applied by the Rangers. Riley Bisbal ahead to Adams, ahead to Bellows. Brings it back outside to Riley Bisbal. 1:25 left to go. Lake City up 11. Megan Moffett committing the foul for the Rangers on Olivia Bellows. Still not in the bonus. Lake City will inbound at half court down in front of us. Following this one, we'll wrap up the girls' game and then have the preview of the boys' game for you. And hopefully Coach Katona will come talk to us for a brief time following this game. As Lake City inbounds, we get a whistle against the Rangers.
Yeah, they called Moffett on a hold that time. Yeah.
That one will finally put Lake City. No, they need one more.
We got one more to give.
Lake City will inbound under their own basket. The next foul will put Lake City at the line shooting 1-on-1. Chloe Bisbal inbound. And we get a foul before the inbound pass. We're going to get a hold call on the Rangers. And Riley Bisbal is going to go to the free throw line shooting 1-on-1. That call was on Moffett, her third. First free throw up and good by the All-Stater from last year, Riley Bisbal, 6'2" center, very talented ball player. And as we said in the pregame, heading for Grand Valley State next year to pursue her basketball talents even more. Lake City up 12, second free throw. Off the back of the rim, no good. But Chloe Bisbal there for the long rebound. She is fouled by Jaden Wilder, and Chloe will go to the free throw line, shooting 1-on-1. 1:15 left to go in this one. 43-31. The Lady Trojans over the Lady Rangers with Chloe Bisbal at the free throw line. First shot is up and no good, but Riley Bisbal with the rebound. Rangers have not done a very good job on the boards tonight. Pass intercepted by Jaden Wilder. She's going to take it right through the hoop, left hand. Rolls it up off glass and scores it for the Rangers, bringing them within 10 at 43-33. Jaden finally got one to fall there, but that one barely got over the rim.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was going to get down the hole or not. It kind of spun up there for a second, then finally dropped.
Quick timeout taken by the Rangers. We'll keep it here with 1:02 left to go. Lake City, who led by 10 at halftime, still leading by 10, 43-33. Down in front of us, the Lake City band entertaining the crowd during timeouts, and we'll probably also be hearing them between the ball games. Don't forget, we have a boys game coming up for you next. Stay with us after this one. We'll have final statistics. We'll talk about the game a little bit. Have Coach Katona come up and see us, and then we will preview the boys game. The boys teams from Manton and Lake City also both undefeated in Highland Conference play. So big game coming up next for the boys as well. Lake City right inbound following the timeout. Manton applying full court pressure as they have here in the second half. And trying to get Molly Lane into the game, but cannot following that timeout. Riley Bisball inbounds to Adams. Back to Bisball. Being double teamed, and finally a foul is called. And Riley will go to the free throw line shooting 1-1. That call is against Jaden Wilder, her second for the ball game.
Yeah, the Rangers are trying to put on some full court pressure, try to create some easy buckets off of quick turnovers, try to get back in it. But
first free throw from Riley Bisball is good. Second one coming with 57 seconds left to go. Shot up, also good. Rangers need of instant points, 45-33. Wilder, top of the circle. Gets a screen from Puffer. Goes to Shepler. Into the lane goes Abby Shepler. Her shot blocked by Riley Bisball, but picked up by Jaden Wilder, who scores it off the window with the left hand. And that brings the Rangers back within 10, but a quick foul by Manton will again send Lake City to the free throw line. 45-35 as Chloe Bisball will now shoot 2 as Lake City is in the double bonus. Coach Tizron has pulled out all of his players along the lane. They are all back on the Ranger end of the floor. First free throw is good from Chloe. With 39 seconds to go, Lake City now up by 11, 46-35. Second free throw up and also good, 47-35. Puffer inbounding to Shepler, over to Wilder. Stops for 3, shot up, no good. Riley Bisball with the rebound. Outlet to Bellows. And they're simply going to pull it out, see if they can take some more time off. But Eddie Brown says, no, we're going to send you to the line. And Riley Bisball will go for another 2 free throw attempts. Well, Lake City's been in control of this one right from the very start. They jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead as Riley Bisball hits the first free throw. And they led it by 5 at the end of 1, and it's been kind of Lake City all the way. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Shepler. 20 seconds left to go. Abby with a cross dribble, hits Moffitt underneath. Her shot up and good. Megan Moffitt with 2 for the Rangers, 48-37, Lake City.
That's a nice move to the hole that time by Megan.
The last 2 seconds being called here in Lake City, much to the delight of the Trojan fans. And that's the end of our first game tonight with a final score. The Lake City Trojans 48 and the Manton Rangers 37. After timeout, we're back to recap the scoring. We'll have final stats. Let you know about next broadcast. We'll talk to Coach Dakota. And we'll get ready for our second ball game, the Manton Lake City boys. Stay with us. Back in 60 seconds.
Wilder Heating and Cooling, the name you've come to trust when it comes to geothermal systems, boilers, Amana high efficiency furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. Don't let winter energy bills eat everything you bring home. Wilder Heating and Cooling can provide quality service at a quality price. They can service all makes and models and provide financing when you need it. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. That's wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling, proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
If
you're looking to make a move to or from the Northern Michigan area, Jamie Fellows-Garno of City to Shore Real Estate Northern Michigan can assist in all of your real estate needs. With 16 years experience and hundreds of properties sold, you're in good hands with Jamie Fellows-Garno. Whether you're looking to sell or looking to purchase your forever home, you can rest assured Jamie is the right choice for you. For more information, call 231-920-6617. That's 231-920-6617. Jamie Fellows-Garno, Associate Real Estate Broker, City to Shore Real Estate, Northern Michigan.
And welcome back to Lake City High School. And final score was
48-37.
Thank you, John. 48-37. Kind of hard for us to hear each other up here. We got the band sitting right down below us. So I got some final stats here for the first ball game here. For the Rangers, leading scorer was Molly Lane with 13. Abby Brown had 11. Abby Shepler had 4. Megan Moffett had 4. Brianna Puffer had 1. And Jaden Wilder had 6. For the Trojans, Riley Bisbal had 22. Olivia Bellows had 11. Megan Hose had 7. Nicole Adams had 6. And Chloe Bisbal had 2. And Riley also had a double-double. I had her double figures in the rebounds as well.
Let's go through the quarter scores in the girls' game. As we said, Lake City jumped out to an early lead, led it after 16-11. And in the second quarter, outscored Manton 8-3 to take a 10-point lead at halftime, 24-14. In the third quarter, Manton came to life and outscored Lake City 15-11 to pull it in 6 at 35-29, but just couldn't get any closer than that. And Lake City was able to pull away again in the fourth quarter, outscoring Manton 13-8 to stretch that final score to 48-37, an 11-point lead for Lake City. With the loss, Manton falls to 10-1 overall, 6-1 in the Highland Conference, while Lake City improves to 9-1 overall and 7-0 in the Highland Conference. Now the only team in first place. All other teams in the conference have at least one loss. Again, after we wrap up this game, we're going to have game 2 for you, the Manton and Lake City boys, so don't go away. Rough outing for the Lady Rangers tonight, JP. It's one of the rougher games I've seen in the 4 years I've been watching this group play basketball.
Yeah, they just never seem to get in the flow of the game. And one of the things that is glaring as I look at the stat sheet, we didn't have a 3-point field goal. When's the last time you saw this particular team not score a 3-point shot all night? So
now, of course, a lot of that we have to give credit to Lake City. Lake City played good defense. Coming in, as we said in the pregame, Lake City had held opponents this year to 29 points a game. So we're giving Lake City a lot of credit defensively also. But the Rangers just did not look up to par tonight. Could not get the 3 to fall. They did not do a good job on the boards. And they do have Lake City, of course, coming to Manton where they get another shot at them. But also looking down the road, Lake City is hosting the district tournament this year for the boys and the girls. So if Manton's going to get its district championship, they will have to be back right over here again and get through these Lake City Trojans.
Absolutely. Well, which is nice because now they had a chance to play here and kind of get maybe a little more comfortable playing here. They got a new format in the district this year where they'll seed the top 2 teams. So if Manton and Lake City, you would assume that they'll be the top 2 seeds. So if they were to be successful, they would not meet until the final, the district final.
We will be broadcasting several Manton Ranger boys and girls games for you this year on 107.9 Wcdy. Now, just to mention our next 2 broadcasts, we will be back. We got a little stretch here before we're back with you, but our next broadcast will be Friday, February 7th, when the boys travel to Pine River. And then we'll be back on Thursday, February 13th, when the boys host Roscommon. So mark those on your calendars. Friday, February 7th, the boys at Pine River, and Thursday, February 13th, when the boys host Roscommon. Both Manton teams are having great seasons. So if you can't get out to the games, try to join us here on 107.9 FM. We'll see if Coach Catona joins us in a couple moments, JP, but they're probably going over quite a few things down in the locker room after this one.
I think so. And one of the biggest thing is, hey, it's just one game. You know,
Exactly.
Let's learn from this loss and move on. You know, we still have those goals of the Highland Conference Championship are still within reach. They just got to make sure that when Lake City comes to Manton, they take care of business at home.
Exactly. So let's move on and start talking about our game number 2 tonight, which is also very important as both Lake City and Manton boys are undefeated in Highland Conference play. These two are 2 of the 3 undefeated teams in the Highland Conference, as McBain also has not lost in conference play. But Lake City is the only undefeated team overall. Manton and McBain have 1 loss each to non-conference teams. Lake City is excited. They feel it's one of the best teams, and it is one of the best starts they've had for boys basketball in years. Let's look at some common opponents so far this season. When we do that, these two teams look pretty equal on the floor. Let's take NMC, for example. Manton defeated NMC by 20. Lake City won by 20. Against Kalkaska, Manton won by 25. Lake City won by 5. So look at the next one, Roscommon. Manton won by just 7. Lake City won by 25. But the one that really catches my eye is Beale City. We were down in Beale City for that game, and Rangers struggled as Beale City held onto the ball on a slowdown, and the Rangers were able to squeak out a 3-point win. Lake City, in an impressive win right here in Lake City, beat Beale City by 26. So Rangers going to have their hands full here with this Lake City boys team. Last season, Manton won both contests, won by 13, won by 19.
Well, you know, Swan, the Rangers are kind of getting used to playing on the road. They haven't had a home game yet. So I talked to Coach Hiller at the beginning of the season, and he said, you know, there's pluses and minuses of that. One, we get used to playing on the road, but more importantly, the second half of the season, very rarely will they go on the road. So they're just continue to run this string of being on the road. You know, all the non-conference games have been on the road and so on. So they're used to being in this situation. But once again, we got a great crowd here tonight, and it'll be an exciting ball game.
We're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back to talk about these two teams. We'll talk about the Lake City boys, Manton boys. Stay with us for game number 2. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65 cents boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. The local 308 has comedy night the last Saturday of every month with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Ranger sports teams. And go Rangers!
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
And welcome back to Lake City High School. I'm Jim Smart along with Rick Swanson. We're getting ready to bring you game 2 of our doubleheader tonight as the Manton boys and the Lake City boys are getting ready to crank up the second part of this doubleheader. Let's just take a look at the Lake City boys here. Last year they finished 10-11 overall, but they have returned a large number of their team from last year. And with all that experience, they have gotten off to an undefeated start, 7-0 overall, 5-0 in the Highland Conference. In the latest state poll, they made an honorable mention in D3 this past week. Their head coach is Brian Besco, and he feels they have some very positive strength. Their experience, they got 4 starters returning from last year. They play together as a group, and they get along well on and off the court. Their goals is to simply outwork their opponents, stay tenacious, and play great defense, and play a fast up-tempo offense. They're averaging 51 points a game and only giving up 31 a game. They definitely get it done by committee. They only six times in the 7 games has someone scored in double figures. Their leading players are senior Ben Marion, senior Dawson Corrigan, junior Hunter Bisball, junior Andrew Vandertwig, and junior Eli Schnichtel. The Rangers were 17-5 a year ago, second in the conference, and won a district title. This season they have started it with a 5-1 overall record, 4-0 in the Highland, and their only loss was to a tough Charlevoix game up in Charlevoix. Just as Lake City, Manton also has 4 returning starters and experience. They know Coach Hiller's system and are executing it very well this year.
Coach Hiller likes his team's defense. They have good three-point shooters, and they can certainly attack the rim. He does want to see improvement in rebounding and handling tough defensive pressure once that's applied by the opponent. It feels the Rangers do have room for improvement in those areas. But his overall goal for his team is to just keep improving every single day. Now, through 6 games, the Manton boys are averaging 58 points a game. They are giving up 47 points per game. Let's look at the Rangers starters for a moment. As Coach Smart was mentioning, Lake City has nobody averaging in double figures. They get it done by committee. They'll have several people who score 6 to 8 points a game. They might squeeze one person in with a double figure game, but Rangers aren't quite like that. They'll get high scoring games from several individuals. Isaac Radin, a senior for the Rangers, very quick, a great defender. He averages 16 points a game, had a high of 26 on Tuesday night of this week. Senior Jacob Hahn, real spark plug for the team with his energy. He has scored in double figures in 3 games. He had a high of 20 points against Charlevoix. And it really hurts. Sometimes Jacob will get in foul trouble, and you don't like to lose his energy out on the court when that happens. Also, senior Cole Regneris, the tallest Ranger at 6'3", very consistent. He'll get you 6 to 8 points and rebounds per game. And then junior Caleb Moore, he runs the offense, shoots the 3 really well, impressive rebounder for a point guard. He averages 12 points a game. He had a high of 20 against Kalkaska in our last broadcast. Caleb had a great ball game for the Rangers. So in our first game tonight, the Lake City Croton girls handed the Rangers their first loss of the year and first conference loss of the year in a couple years. Last year, Manton went undefeated in the Highland Conference. And, of course, Lake City at 7-0 overall. They would certainly love to hand the Manton Ranger boys their first loss in the conference also here tonight in Lake City. So we'll see how this one transpires. Now, I didn't check JP tonight to see if we were having the anthem a second time. But Lake City's lining up. It looks like we might. So if we're going to break away from the anthem once again, we'll also go back to Zach in the studio. Let's get the call here for sure.
I would anticipate that we'll do a double anthem tonight. It just seems appropriate anyway.
Sometimes they'll do one anthem, it carries over both games, but sometimes they'll repeat it. And we are going to repeat the anthem. So everybody stay with us. We'll be back with the starting lineups, anthem, and the tip-off in 60 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore, on Main Street in Manton, or call 231-824-6465.
Wilder Heating and Cooling, the name you've come to trust when it comes to geothermal systems, boilers, Amana high efficiency furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. Don't let winter energy bills eat everything you bring home. Wilder Heating and Cooling can provide quality service at a quality price. They can service all makes and models and provide financing when you need it. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. That's wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling, proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City High School. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart ready for the second game of our doubleheader between Lake City and Manton. Lake City girls won the first one tonight, knocking off the Manton Rangers, giving them their first loss of the year. And the boys' game is ready to get going as the starting lineups are now being introduced for the Rangers. So let's turn it over to JP and give us starting lineups.
Thanks, Swan. It's pretty loud here tonight.
It is loud in here.
For the Rangers, our starters, our junior, number 1, Caleb Moore. Senior, number 3, Isaac Radin. Senior, number 12, Cole Regneris. Senior, number 20, Jacob Hahn. And sophomore, number 21, Lucas McKernan. And for the Trojans, number 1, senior, Dawson Corrigan. Number 2, a junior, Ilian Schnichtel. A junior, number 10, Hunter Bisbal. A senior, number 15, Benjamin Marion. And junior, number 55, Andrew Vandertweeg.
Well, the Lake City Trojans have the height advantage tonight. Schnichtel is a 6'6". Really nice surprise this year. He was on the varsity last year, but really taking some strides this year and becoming a real contributor for the Lake City Trojans. So we're ready to jump center, and Ben Marion will jump for the Lake City Trojans, standing 6'1", and he'll go against Cole Regneris for the Rangers at 6'3". Rangers going from left to right here in the first half. Lake City from right to left. Marion controls the tip, and here we go. Hunter Bisbal with the basketball, gives it to Vanderteeg. Nice backdoor cut to Marion. Puts up the shot, a call for the travel before he was able to do so. So Lake City comes up empty on their first possession. Manton with the basketball following the turnover. Caleb Moore to Jacob Hahn, right side. Cole Regneris to McKernan, left side. His pass on the floor, but Hahn comes up with it, goes to the hoop. No good. Regneris with the rebound, kicks it back out to McKernan. To Hahn, top of the circle. Regneris in the corner, left side. Brings it into the lane, gives it up to Hahn. 15-footer, shut up, no good. Rebound taken by Marion for Lake City. Ahead to Corrigan. Lake City wants to push it when they get the chance. They want to play up-tempo. Hunter Bisbal comes out, takes the ball, and they run the offense. Manton playing man-to-man here to start off in their orange road uniform. Lake City in their home weight. Under Bisball, trapped on the far side of the floor. And the injured knock out of bounds. Lake City will inbound. As mentioned, going right to left. Leaning with the ball, dribbles into the lane, kicks it back up to Vanderteek for a long three. Andrew Vanderteek, three-pointer from the right baseline. Takes Lake City on the board first. Jacob Horn, right wing. Red Maris on the turn in the left wing. Isaac Raiden for three, shot up, no good. Long rebound taken by Corrigan for Lake City. Takes it himself across the timeline. Looks to penetrate. Off glass. Corrigan. Kind of sat on the back of the rim and fell. Corrigan with the two-pointer gives Lake City 5-zip lead. Kayla Moore. Raiden. Here's McKernan trying to penetrate into the lane. Kicks it out to Hahn left side. Hahn goes to McKernan deep in the corner. Back out now to Isaac Raiden. Raiden screen from Hahn. Goes the other way. Gives it up to Hahn. Hahn trying to penetrate. We're going to call the Rangers on an offensive foul. And that's Jacob Hahn getting that first foul. And we said in the pregame, Smarty, we don't like to see that.
I tell you what, first impressions of this ball game are both teams are playing very intense man-to-man defense. Fun to watch.
Vanderteek for three, no good. Long rebound to Sickle. Gives it up to Hunter Bisball. Penetrates on the lane, no good. Great. And that time, Isaac Raiden up to grab the rebound for the Rangers. Sickle ahead. Kayla Moore on the left wing, looking for somebody underneath. Raiden's down there, goes up strong, no good. It draws the foul. And Isaac Raiden's going to go to the free throw line. Isaac was posted up on the left block that time. Nice entry pass. Tried to get the shot up, but he will go to the line. Trying to get the Rangers on the scoreboard. First free throw is good. 5-1 Lake City. Nicely underway here in game 2. Coming to you from the new Lake City High School. Beautiful, beautiful venue. Second free throw, round and out. Rebound Lake City. Quickly ahead. Pass knocked out of bounds by Red Maris. And it'll be Lake City basketball. Nope, it's going to be overturned. One official says it was off Lake City player's knee. And the Rangers will get it.
Nice correction by the backside of trail official. Had a better look at the exchange down there.
A little more with ball, right side, trying to post Raiden underneath. And we're going to get a foul call against Lake City. Corrigan trying to work his way around Raiden to deflect that entry pass is called for the foul. Man inbounding under their own basket. Raiden to pull the trigger. Has to go long outside to Moore. Moore looking to penetrate, does so. Picks up the shot. And the foul call on Lake City. And Kayla Moore is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
That foul's on Bisball. That's his first, team's third of the first quarter.
Kayla Moore's free throw well short, just grazing the front of the rim. Rangers need to zero in here. The girls had a tough time in the first game. Need to zero in on this rim. Caleb's second free throw is also no good. Rebound Lake City. Corrigan pushing. He will push it every time he gets it. He puts up a shot, drawing whistle, and he'll go to the free throw line shooting 2. Dawson Corrigan, senior for these Trojans. Plays with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. Very quick. First free throw is up and good. 6-1. Lake City on top. One more free throw coming his way. It is up and bounces around and falls. 7-1 Lake City. Moore taken across timeline, looks to penetrate. Gives it up to Hahn. Back out to Rick Neris, top of the circle. Looks to penetrate down the lane. Dishes out to McKernan. Takes it right to the hoop. Scores it. Nice move from the sophomore, Lucas McKernan. Penetration. Finished with the left hand. 7-3 Lake City. Here's Sickle. Down the right line. Right side of the lane. His shot too strong. Rebound McKernan. Moore penetrating. His pass intended for Rick Harris in the corner. Never got to him. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. Manton Rangers. Lake City with the basketball, leading by 4. Halfway through the first quarter. Vanderteek. Right wing. Gives it up to Sickle. Back to Vanderteek. Top of the circle. Hunter Bisbal takes over. Puts up a long 3. Up and no good. Caleb Moore with the rebound for the Rangers. His pass for Rick Harris, deflected by Corrigan, out of bounds. It'll be Manton basketball as they're going from left to right across your radio.
Certainly it's a fast-paced game so far. This one, it's up and down the floor. Both teams are pushing the ball.
Both teams do like the up-tempo. They will push it, looking for some transition basket. Raiden with the basketball for the Rangers. Left wing, looks to penetrate. Pass deflected, stolen by the Trojans. Corrigan pushing it. At the free throw line, kicks it back outside. Far in the corner, Sickle, right side. No good. Rebound to Raiden. Quickly ahead to Moore. Looking to penetrate. Up off the glass. No good. And rebound Lake City. Bisbal pushing it for the Trojans. 7-3, Lake City on top. Vanderteek, right side. This pass deflected. But Lake City keeps control. Sickle at the elbow, hits Ben Marion baseline. Goes into the lane, lays up a left-hander. No good, but draws the whistle. And senior Ben Marion will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. 3:01 left to go in the first quarter here in Lake City tonight. 7-3, the Trojans on top so far.
That's a nice move that time by Marion. McKernan picked up that foul. That's his first, team third.
First free throw is no good off the right side. And checking in for the Rangers is Chandler Allison. Going to give Caleb Moore a little breather. Second free throw is good. 8-3 Lake City. Raiden takes it across the timeline. Gives it up to Rignaris outside. Back to Raiden. Raiden sees Allison underneath, hits him, and off the glass. Chandler Allison back over his head. Allison worked his way free, and Raiden hit him for a perfect pass and 2-point field goal. 8-5 Lake City. Bisbal posting up Sickle underneath, spin move. And we're going to get a jump ball call. Jacob Hahn playing great defense on the post. And possession arrows in favor of the Rangers. They will take over following the jump ball call. Great defense by Jacob Hahn.
Yeah, very nice job that time by Hahn underneath there, forcing that jump ball and a turnover.
Isaac Raiden and Caleb Moore on the bench right now. Handling the ball out front. Goes to Jacob Hahn. Back to Isaac Raiden. Now on the left wing, puts up a 3. No good. Long rebound taken by Corrigan for Lake City. Looking to go deep. He does. Sickle underneath. Couldn't hang on to it. Through his hands. Out of bounds. Turnover, Lake City.
He tried to thread the needle there that time and just couldn't handle it underneath.
Man with the basketball, trailing by 3, 8-5, with 2 minutes left to go here in the opening quarter. Game number 2 of our Highland Conference doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, Lake City's starting to play a little 1-2-2 zone here.
Goes down the corner to Corrigan. Back out to Raiden, but his pass is wild over Raiden's head, and the Rangers be called from over and back. Turnover, Lake City basketball.
Yeah, Chandler just tried to kick it out top. Chandler just tried to kick it out that time, top that time, just overthrew a little bit.
Bradley Seeger in for the Trojans with the basketball. In a tough spot, defensively can't get rid of it. Get a 5-second call. Great defense by the Rangers. And Lake City turns it over. Getting a 5-second closely guarded call. Here come the Rangers again. Low scoring first quarter. Isaac Raiden with the basketball. Schickle out there near half court, ready to meet the ball every time, looking for a trap. Bounce pass underneath to Regnerus, stolen by Vanderkee. Here comes Lake City. Oakley Barger also in the game for the Trojans. He's got it going down the lane. Shot off the glass, no good. But he's going to go to the free throw line as a foul is called against the Rangers. Oakley Barger, a junior for Lake City, at the free throw line, shooting 2. First one up, off the back of the rim, no good. And Caleb Moore is going to check back in for the Rangers, as is Corrigan for Lake City. Rangers also getting Jacob Rupert into the game. And gives Regnerus a breather, probably to the end of the quarter. With just 1:10 left to go. Second free throw, up and no good again. And rebound chased down by Caleb Moore. Ahead to Jacob Hahn. Free throw line, gives it up to Moore. Down to Raiden, down in the left corner. Back outside to Hahn for 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Lake City. It'll be Manton basketball under their own basket. Now Marion checks back in for Lake City. Replacing Schickle, give him a breather. Jacob Hahn inbounding. 8-5, Lake City on top. Underneath, McKernan got free. Put up the left-hander, no good. Rebound Lake City. Right side, bounce pass into Marion. Shot up, no good. But Jacob Rupert was there, and he's going to be whistled for the foul. Ben Marion will go to the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws.
Yeah, Rupert picked that foul up underneath. That's his first, team's 5th.
8-5 still. We've been stuck on 8-5 for a couple moments. First free throw is good. Breaks the 8-5 problem with 9-5. Lake City on top. 44 seconds to go, first quarter. Second free throw on the way. Up and good. Marion hits them both. Lake City up 10-5. Moore across the timeline. Lake City playing tough defense. They're all penetrating. Extending the defense, I should say. But McKernan finds himself open and deep in the left corner. Baseline hits it for 3. 10-8. I was saying Lake City extends that defense, and Manton will have to penetrate a little bit. Wild Lake City shot, no good. Rebound Manton with 16 seconds. Jacob Hahn, right side, goes down in the corner. McKernan tries a 3 from the other side. No good. Gets his own rebound off glass corner. Lucas McKernan with 5 quick points. Ties this one up. Steal by Hahn. Puts it up at the buzzer. No good. Just a little long. But we are tied at the end of 1. 10-10. Here from Lake City. We'll go back in the studio for a timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
For weddings, choose the Barn Hall. Parties, choose the Barn Hall. Events of any kind, choose the Barn Hall. Manton's premier venue for gatherings. Got an event coming up? Call or text Molly 231-394-0311. The Barn Hall, on Old 31, just south of Manton. Connected to the Barn Hall is Studio 131, offering haircuts for men and women, color, facial waxing, and more. Need a new look? Talk to Kaylee or Michaela at 231-824-3550. Trust your new look to Studio 131. The Barn Hall in Studio 131, proud to support this Manton Ranger broadcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City High School. Tight first quarter, ending a 10-10 deadlock with Lake City Trojans hosting the Manton Rangers tonight. In the earlier girls game, Lake City handed Manton their first loss of the year. Now we are in the nightcap. And this promises also to be a tight one as we progress. Possession arrow to start the second quarter goes to Lake City. They will inbound in this deadlock, 10-10. Corrigan inbounding for Lake City, comes into Bisbal. Great crowd here tonight, loud crowd. Lake City has two nice basketball teams, and the fans are showing appreciation. A three from Marion rolls around and pops out. Jacob Hahn with the rebound. Ahead to Isaac Raiden. Down in the corner, Rick Naris for three. Shot up, no good. The rebound, Raiden for the Rangers. Goes to Rick Naris underneath, back out to Raiden. Little inside-out game. Again, Lake City extending that defense, putting pressure on the ball whenever they can. Raiden with the basketball. Getting a screen from Rick Naris, goes the other way, stops, 50-footer, no good. Rebound, Hunter Bisbal for Lake City. Ahead to Marion, left wing. Here's Corrigan trying to penetrate. He gets down the lane, scores it. Off the window, 12-10, Lake City.
Nice play that time by Corrigan. Raiden went for the steal and he missed it.
Moore hits McKernan in the right corner for three off the front of the rim. And we get a call on the rebound going against the Rangers. Isaac Raiden's going to be whistled for that one. Lake City will inbound, leading by 2 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's his second, team sixth. So next foul, they'll be shooting that 1-on-1.
And we got a little bit of a break here as the substitutions made. Isaac Raiden is going to get a breather. Bisbal on the right wing. Trying to hit Marion on a pick and roll. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Manton basketball. Drayden Morrow is the one who checked in for the Rangers. Replacing Regner. I'm sorry. Replacing Raiden. McKernan on the right side, three-point line. Gives it up to Hahn out on top. Goes to Caleb Moore. Moore down the lane, puts up the shot off the glass, scores it. 12-12 here in Lake City. Quickly ahead, Vanderteeg, right side. Bounce pass stolen by Hahn. Pushing it, takes it himself all the way down. Scores it off the window. Rangers up 14-12. Vanderteeg, right wing. Defense getting that turnover, and Hahn took it the rest of the way. Corrigan looking to penetrate. His pass stolen. Caleb Moore pushing. Ahead to Hahn. Loses control, ball on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball call as we got 4 bodies on the floor going after that basketball.
And they're helping each other up. That's just scrambling for the loose basketball. That's fun to watch.
Possession arrow is in favor of the Rangers. They will inbound under their own basket. Jacob Hahn is going to pass and pull the trigger. Nothing open enough. Got to come in with it. Caleb Moore, 15-footer. Shot up good. Caleb Moore, dead eye on that one. Nothing but net. And Lake City takes a timeout. It's a 30-second one. We'll keep it here. But the Rangers have their biggest lead of the night, 16-12. Where just moments ago, JP, they were trailing 10-5. So they've gone on a little bit of a run here. Outscoring Lake City 11-2 over the last minute of the first quarter and a couple minutes into the second.
Yeah, what they've done defensively is taken away some of the passing lanes and have got some steals off of it and got some transition buckets off of it as well. And they picked up that defensive intensity and creating some scoring opportunities for them.
Quick timeout. We're ready to get things rolling again. Stay with us at halftime tonight. We'll have halftime stats for you. Update on Ranger games and broadcast. And we'll look ahead to the second half. And now we get another timeout. Lake City was ready to inbound. But Coach Hiller has taken a timeout. It's a full timeout, so we will take a timeout. We'll go back to the studio. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
located 30 minutes south of Cadillac. The Rockwell Lake Lodge is the perfect destination for your corporate retreat, church event, or family reunion. The lodge features 10 luxurious guest suites and sits on the shores of a pristine private lake. Enjoy upscale dining, conference amenities, and exclusive use of the property when you visit rockwelllakelodge.com or call 517-437-3311. The Rockwell Lake Lodge.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lake City High School. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart with the doubleheader Highland Conference action tonight. In the first game, the Lake City girls handed Manton their first loss of the season. And now we are in the second quarter of the boys' game with 5:36 left to go in the first half. Manton has just stretched their lead out to 4, 16-12, as Lake City getting ready to inbound following 2 timeouts on that one. So here we go. Hunter Bisbal with the basketball across the timeline. Gets a screen on the pick and roll, not there, gives it up to Sichter. Sichter goes Corrigan. Corrigan posts up Marion, kicks it out to Vanderteek. Shot up, no good. Hahn with the rebound for the Rangers. Vanderteek put up a long 3 from the right baseline and really didn't catch anything. Regnerus back to Hahn, left wing. Hahn to Caleb Moore, top of the circle. Goes to Drayden Morrow, right side. Back to Hahn, round to Hahn. Puts up a 3. Shot up, good. Jacob Hahn for 3 gives the Rangers a 7-point lead at 19-12. Vanderteek on the right wing. Back to Corrigan, around to Hunter Bisbal on the left baseline. Drives it into the lane, shot up, no good. But draws the foul, and Hunter Bisbal is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
I think they called that on Hahn. I'm waiting to see here.
Caleb Moore.
Caleb Moore? Okay.
Got the call on that one. Bisbal with the first free throw is good. Pulling Lake City within 6 at 19-13. Chandler Allison checking in for Drayden Morrow for the Rangers. Second free throw coming from Bisbal. Shot up. High rebound off the back of the rim. Taken by McKernan. And he went to the floor. They're going to call him on a travel. And Lake City's going to have the basketball under their own basket.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because Lucas had a real nice rebound, came down, kind of turned his ankle just a tad, and kind of sat down with the ball.
Corrigan trying to inbound, actually ran along the baseline, can't do that. Into Marion, wild left hand, off glass, no good. Rebound Rangers. Caleb Moore pushing it all the way to Allison, right wing. He reverses it around down in the corner. Jacob Hahn left side. High rebound, no good. Rebound Corrigan. Pushing it, as he always does. Takes it all the way to the rim and scores it. He went through 3 Manton defenders, making his way, and scores the 2-pointer. At the other end, McKernan goes right to the hoop. No good. 3 people on the floor, no call. Quickly ahead, Lake City. Spichtel to Vanderteek. Down to Hunter Bisbal for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound Hahn for the Rangers. Rangers lead at 19-15. Under 4 minutes now left to go in the second. Regnerus out on top to Hahn. Gives it up to Caleb Moore. Slowing it down just a little bit are the Rangers. McKernan on the left wing. Gives it up to Hahn. 15-footer. Fakes it. Takes it to the rim. And there is Sichter, but draws the foul. And Jake Vaughn will go to the free throw line. Not able to get the ball to fall with 6'6" Sichter all over him. But he will get 2 free throws.
Well, he did a nice job taking that ball to the hole that time. That foul's on Schnickel. That's his second.
First free throw from Hahn is off the back of the rim. No good. Couple substitutions for Lake City. And Jacob Rupert checks in for the Rangers. Gavin Bisbal checks in, as does Gabriel Hardis for the Trojans. Jacob Hahn has 1 more free throw coming. 3:33 left to go in the first half. Free throws up and good. 20-15. Manton on top over Lake City. Quickly ahead. Trojans pushing it. Coach Besco saying, push the ball, push the ball. Three-point shot up, no good. So we're going to get a call against Vanderteed going over the back on that rebound. And Manton will have the ball following the Lake City ball. Caleb Moore takes the inbound pass. Great crowd in Lake City tonight, as you would expect when these two schools get together, and also the kind of seasons these two schools are having. Isaac Raiden hits McKernan, who was cutting through the lane, and Lucas got the shot up, but draws the foul. Shot did not fall, but Lucas is going to have 2 free throws. And we'll see what the sophomore can do at the line. We mentioned before the girls game tonight, the overall records of these 4 teams. We're talking the boys and girls from Manton, boys and girls from Lake City. They came into tonight overall 30-2. 30 wins and 2 losses. In the Highland Conference, 21-0. None of these 4 teams have lost a conference game this year. First free throw was good, and McKernan hits the second also, increasing the Ranger lead to 7, 22-15. Bisbal with the basketball on the right wing. Gives it up to Bisbal down in the corner of Vanderteed, left side. Vanderteed posts up Marion. Marion driving baseline, puts it off glass, scores it. Nice move from Ben Marion. Past 2 defenders on the baseline and scores it. Jacob Hahn down in the right corner, kicks it back out to Raven. Across the Moore. 22-17. Manton on top. 2:35 left to go first half. Caleb Moore to McKernan. McKernan back to Moore for 3. Shot up. No good. Rupert there with the rebound. Puts it back in. Nice rebound from Jacob Rupert. He crossed over underneath and laid it up off the right side. 24-17. At the other end, Bisbal with a quick shot up. And we're going to get a call against Lake City on the rebound. The Rangers will find themselves at the free throw line now in the bonus.
Yeah, I think that's their 7th, so they should be shooting a one-on-one here. Good job of boxing out that time.
So the Rangers, a little momentum here in the second quarter, following a 10-10 tie at the end of 1. That foul on Vanderteed, his second, and he's getting a breather right now on the Trojan bench. Coach Besco not wanting him to get up to 3rd before halftime. Also checking in Bradley Seeger, replacing Bisbal for Lake City. Jacob Hahn at the free throw line. Was just there a few seconds ago and hit 1 of 2. Here's the first one, and it's good. They'll get the second on the bonus. Here comes Rick Neris, who got quite a breather there for a couple moments. And he's replacing Jacob Rupert. Second free throw from Hahn. Rangers up by 8. 25-17. And then this free throw, no good. So it stays at 8. Lake City with the rebound. Bradley Seeger across the timeline. Down in the corner to Bisbal. That's Gavin Bisbal. Now here's Seeger deep in the left corner, brings it back out. Gives it up to Bisbal. Bisbal and Seeger playing a little back and forth game. Corrigan comes out to get it at the point. Dawson Corrigan, he's going to penetrate. There he goes. Left hand, scores it. Penetrates the left hand, put it up with the right. He's going to go to the bucket every single time.
And he does a really nice job of doing it.
At the other end, Caleb Moore took it to the hoop down the right side of the lane. Almost got it to fall, did draw the foul, and Moore's at the free throw line shooting 2. So following Corrigan's bucket, Manton's lead now is 25-19 with Moore at the free throw line shooting 2. First one is up and falls off. Rattled around a little bit, thought about falling in, decided not to. Hunter Bisbal checks back in for Lake City. 1:30 left to go. Stay with us at halftime. We'll have halftime stats for you, talk about the Ranger upcoming games and broadcast, and we'll look ahead to the second half. Second free throw from Caleb Moore. Up and rattles around and out. Usually very reliable free throw shooter. Missed them both. Ahead to Seeger, right wing. Here's Corrigan, top of the circle. Hits Marion underneath. Spin move. No good on the shot. Rebound Moore. Pushing it quickly. Ahead to Rigneris, right side. Baseline. Hits Hahn underneath. Scores it. Nice pass from Paul Rigneris to wide open Jacob Hahn in front of the rim. 27-19 Rangers. Deep in the right corner. Seeger brings it back out on the dribble. Under a minute now in the first half. Takes it on a dribble. Down the lane. Stolen by Rigneris. Pushing ahead to McKernan. Pulls it back out to Moore for three. Shot up. No good. Rebound battle for and off the Rangers. Lake City ball. What a great chance that time.
Oh, absolutely. McKernan kicked it out, and then he crashed on the boards. Just went off his fingertips out of bounds. Did a great job underneath.
Seeger with the basketball. 30 seconds left to go first half. At the elbow. Kicks it back outside to Marion. Gives it up to Corrigan. Dawson Corrigan. A nice game tonight. Looking to penetrate. He goes into the lane. Shot up. Scores it. They have to know he's going to do that every single time. 27-21. 8 seconds. Rangers want to get a shot off. Caleb Moore gets the screen. Decides to penetrate down the lane. Off the glass. Scores it. And draws the foul with 1.6 seconds left in the first half. Nice move from Caleb Moore for the two-pointer. And he's got a chance for a three-point play up the free throw line. 29-21. Manton on top. 1.6 seconds to go. Coach Hiller puts in Graydon Morrow, replacing Radin. Doesn't want Radin to pick up a foul in the last 1.6. Moore, who just missed 2 free throws, right back there again. Up and got this one. 30-21. Let's see if Lake City throws it deep. They do. Corrigan, long pass to Marion. Turns, shoots it. In and out. Almost got it. Rattled around, popped out. And that is the end of the first half here in Lake City. Our halftime score, Manton Rangers 30, Lake City Trojans 21. We'll be right back with first half stats and analysis, update on Ranger games and broadcast, and look ahead to the second half. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Don's Auto Clinic, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and High Point GMC Cadillac continue to grow together to serve you better. Our staffs are a group of hardworking individuals who, just like you, get the job done every day by showing the dedication and determination to teamwork. You will not find a more dedicated team making the car or truck buying experience more seamless and easy. Locally owned dealerships, proud to support all local high school sports. We're behind you all the way.
If you're looking to make a move to or from the Northern Michigan area, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate Northern Michigan can assist in all of your real estate needs. With 16 years experience and hundreds of properties sold, you're in good hands with Jamie Fellows Garno. Whether you're looking to sell or looking to purchase your forever home, you can rest assured Jamie is the right choice for you. For more information, call 231-920-6617. That's 231-920-6617. Jamie Fellows Garno, Associate Real Estate Broker, City to Shore Real Estate, Northern Michigan.
Welcome back to Lake City High School, everyone. Rich Swanton and Jim Smart bringing you Highland Conference action tonight as Lake City hosts Manton.
You are listening to Manton Ranger basketball on 107.9 Wcdy. Brought to you in part by the Rockwell Lake Lodge, found 20 miles southwest of Cadillac. Don's Auto Clinic and High Point, Cadillac GMC, right in Cadillac, and the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center.
Maintained by the Lake City Bean down in front of us. So we'll try to talk pretty loud. It's loud in here tonight. Lake City faithful came out in big numbers. As did Manton right now. So far. This one breakdown by quarter so far. Lake City jumped up about a 10-5 lead with a couple minutes left in the first quarter. Manton got a couple quick buckets to tie it up at the end of one, 10-10. In the second quarter, Manton got some offense rolling, put 20 up on the board, holding Lake City to 11. And that's where we are at halftime. Manton with a 9-point lead, 30-21. Now let me turn it over to Smarty. He's got some halftime numbers.
Thanks, Juan. Here's what we got. At halftime, Caleb Moore's got 7. Chandler Allison's got 2. Isaac Radin's got 1. Jacob Hahn's got 10. Lucas McKernan's got 9. Jacob Rupert's got 2. For the Trojans, Dawson Corrigan's got 12. Hunter Bisball's got 1. Benjamin Marion's got 5. And Andrew Vanderteeg has got 3. One of the things I find interesting when I watch two teams play this hard is Ted Coheed used to tell us back in the day. He used to be the head coach at Central Michigan University. It says quite often when teams play very hard, they struggle at the free throw line. Manton is 6 of 13 in the first half of the free throw from the free throw line, and Lake City is 6 of 10. So that kind of bears that out. They've had the opportunities from the stripe, but they're not hitting the free throws maybe as they normally do. And I think both teams are just really playing hard.
They're both pushing the ball. Both teams like to play up-tempo. Both coaches want to play up-tempo, and they certainly have not disappointed. It is back and forth, and hopefully we can keep up on the action for you. Some things that stand out in that first half as far as the action goes, Smarty. Rangers got to do something to put a body between Dawson Corrigan and the hoop.
Boy, he does like to take that ball and go. And the last time they actually cut off his penetration and he pulled up with a little 12-footer and sank that. So I was very impressed with, when he goes to the hole, he takes it.
And we did a ball game over here last year, and I remember the same thing. He wasn't a starter last year, but boy, when he got the ball, he was a difference maker, and he pushed it. He hustles all the time. The spark plug kind of effect reminds me of Jacob Hahn for the Rangers. They're just go, go, go all the time when they're in there.
Well, and Corrigan's their leading rebounder as well, too. He's scrapping and digging and getting anything and giving him everything he's got. And Hahn's the same type of player,
Offensively for Lake City, if they haven't had the penetration from Corrigan, they're not afraid to put up the 3. Another thing they've been doing quite a bit of tonight is looking for Marion underneath, trying to post him up. And Ben's had a couple nice buckets underneath, but there are other times where Man's defense has done a nice job to cut him off down low and make him put up a wild shot or tie him up and cause a turnover. On the Ranger end of the floor offensively, got off to kind of a slow start. First 6 minutes only putting 5 points on the board. They were stuck on 5 for quite a while, but seemed to come around a little bit in the second quarter. They put up 20 in the second quarter, found a little offense.
Well, they got some transition buckets there, but they hit a couple three-pointers in that quarter as well. They were a little patient. Teams are going up and down, and then they slow it down a little bit, work their offense, and get a good look at a 3 and bury a couple threes. So that certainly helps.
And I've been impressed in the first half with sophomore Lucas McKernan. McKernan had his highest scoring game Tuesday night against Roscommon. He put in 13. Normally not a scorer for the Rangers, and sometimes not even playing that much, but his minutes are improving, and he's been impressive tonight.
Oh, I think he's done a whale of a job for us, not only scoring-wise, but rebounding and defensively. He's done a very nice job for us as well.
We want to do a quick update for you on upcoming broadcasts. The next 2 games we will have coming your way are on Friday, February 7th, when we will be in Pine River as the boys travel south to Pine River for another Highland Conference game. And then after that, Thursday on February 13th, we will have the boys at home as they host Roscommon. The next games are against Houghton Lake for both the boys and the girls. The girls will host Houghton Lake on Tuesday night. The boys host Houghton Lake on Wednesday night. The girls suffered their first loss tonight to Lake City and showed Coach Katona a few things they can work on as they move forward from here. Rick Swanson along with Jim Smart getting ready for the second half here of Manton Ranger basketball. One of our sponsors tonight is Studio 131 Salon and Barn Hall, which are both located under the same roof on Old 131 just south of Manton. And the studio is a hair salon run by Coach Hiller's wife, as you know, Smarty, Haley Hiller. And it's I think it's one of the best kept secrets in Manton because it's within the Barn Hall. And Kaylee told me herself that many times people go to the Barn Hall and see her salon, didn't even realize it was there. So hopefully, being a sponsor here, we can get the word out a little bit of the Studio 131 Salon, located within the walls of the Barn Hall. Kaylee Hiller owns and operates it. She opened it up 6 years ago after she had worked in a Cadillac salon for a while. Michaela Powers also is a hairdresser that works there with Kaylee. Now, as far as the Barn Hall is concerned, it's built and owned by Randy and Molly Shepler. And boy, when that went up, it filled a need for an event venue in the Manton area, that's for sure. Randy Shepler has long been a strong supporter of Manton basketball. And JP, you and I have both been there for many things, many occasions, anniversaries, graduations, wedding receptions. It's a nice venue.
Well, it's a great venue. And like you stated earlier, very well needed a venue of that caliber in the Manton community.
Size. Got, so many people in there.
Absolutely.
But I haven't had a chance to actually visit Kaylee's salon, but with Donna Foxworthy, a local hairdresser, retiring, hopefully some clients that were of Donna Foxworthy's clientele will make the move to Kaylee's shop as well.
Well, and Swan, I haven't either because we both have the same hairdresser. That'd
be my wife.
Her wife. Patty's been cutting my hair for over 40 years now. So when you got a good thing going, you probably don't want to give that up. So.
Well, what do you look for here in the second half, JP?
Well, I think a little continuation of what we saw. Both teams playing extremely hard. I kind of like what Lake City's playing man-to-man. Then they transition into a 1-3-1 zone and trying to get a trap of the point guard. The Rangers, of course, are playing man-to-man all the time. And it's going to be an intense second half, just like the first half was, fast-paced, and going to be fun to watch.
As we start the second half, Manton leads it 30-21. Lake City with the possession arrow will inbound it down in front of us. Lake City will be going left to right across your radio in the second half. Manton will be going from right to left. Manton in the road orange uniforms trimmed in white and black. Lake City in their home whites trimmed in red and black. Corrigan with the basketball out on top. Of course, looking to penetrate. Takes it to the right side. Bounce pass inside. The six was stolen by Hahn. Jacob Hahn moving ahead. His pass almost stolen, knocked out of bounds by Corrigan. Manton basketball. So the Rangers got a nice stop on Lake City's first possession. And here we go. Caleb Moore with the ball. Goes to Isaac Graydon on the far right side. Back to Moore, top of the circle. Back to Raiden. Ball deflected. Rangers keep it. Caleb Moore, top of the circle, penetrates, kicks it back out to Raiden. Ball deflected. Raiden came up with it. Lake City has dropped into a 1-3-1 zone. That's why Manton's kind of holding it, wondering what to do. Here's Hahn for three. Got it. Jacob Hahn from the right wing. It's a big three for the Rangers. Quickly at the other end, Ben Marion underneath. Ball swatted away, but Bisbal comes up with it. Schichtel posts up Marion again on the block. And foul's going to be called on Regnerus as he tried to bat that pass to Marion away. But Lake City will inbound.
Yeah, that's only his first, and he's been guarding Marion all night, so he's doing a nice job out picking up fouls.
Corrigan in the sixth. Back to Corrigan for a long shot. No good. Rebound Regnerus. Moore pushing ahead to Raiden. Right side. Back to Moore. Regnerus, free throw line. Down in the corner to Hahn for three. Shot up. No good. That's the weak spot in the 1-3-1. Jacob hit one. Couldn't get that one to fall. Bisbal kicks it back out to Vanderteef. Right wing. Vanderteef still with the ball. Gives it up to Bisbal after he came and got it. Rangers playing man-to-man. Lake City now in the zone. Marion kicks it out to Sickler. Free throw or three-point line. Wild on the drive. Loses control. Here come the Rangers. Quickly ahead to McKernan. Lays it up off the glass and scores. Lucas McKernan, fast break bucket for the Rangers, and that increases their lead to 35-21. We have a timeout. Lake City.
Just 30-second, Coach.
It's a quick one. We'll keep it here. So a little spurt here to start the third quarter. Outscoring Lake City 5-0 are the Rangers. They've increased that lead to 35-21. With that change of defense with Lake City, it slowed Manton down. They got to take a look at it. There are open spots against the 1-3-1 zone.
Oh, yeah. As soon as they're trying to create a little penetration, and they're kicking it out to the wing and get that open look in a three. That last bucket, that was just a fast break transition bucket, man. Boy, did they get the ball down the floor in a hurry that time.
They had a 2-on-1. Great pass, great look ahead to McKernan. Gathered it in, just laid it up with the right hand. Here we go. Lake City inbounding. It's going to be a rare occasion where Coach Hiller goes to a zone. He will, but the Rangers normally stick with the man. Post inside the Marion. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back in. So the senior, strong underneath that time, brings Lake City back within 12. Caleb Moore penetrating. Free throw line. Shot up. 15-footer. No good. Rebound chased down by Bisbal. Ahead to Vanderteef. Back to Bisbal. Penetration down the lane. Takes it all the way to the hoop. No good. Marion right there. Off glass. No good. And Raiden comes away with it. Two good looks by the Trojans. Raiden all the way to the hoop. Scores it. Isaac Raiden from end to end. Gets the bucket back for the Rangers and Coach Hiller. When that one went through, called a quick timeout. At a 30-second, we'll keep this one here. I'm trying to keep up with this, Sparty.
Oh, boy.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
Yep. And, both teams are doing a nice job. Marion is he's a strong kid underneath, and he keeps, scrapping for those offensive rebounds and is starting to get a couple here just recently. And hasn't been able to follow up and put the ball back in the hole, but he's scrapping under there, I'll tell you that.
He's a big body down low, that's for sure. He takes up a lot of space. So Lake City basketball following the quick Manton timeout. Corrigan inbounds. And this is Hunter Bisbal with the ball. Kicks it back out to Vanderteef, top of the circle. Vanderteef penetrating, kicks it into the corner. Sickle, long three. Good. Elian Sickle, the 6'6" center, hits one from the left baseline. And Lake City needed that one. Big three-pointer. Here's Isaac Raiden for three on the Ranger end. No good. But the ball out of bounds off Lake City. Manton will inbound. 37-26. 4:50 left to go, third quarter here in Lake City. Highland Conference doubleheader action for you tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Jacob lost a shoe. So.
Yeah, just a little timeout on the floor as Jacob Hahn has to reinsert the foot and tie the shoe.
I think he had double knots in it, so he had to do the double knots first. So.
And Jacob's going to inbound under the Ranger basket. Rangers line up, 4 across the free throw line. Regnerus gets free underneath, scores it. Nice play. Cole Regnerus broke out of that line all by himself for the layup. 39-26, Manton. Marion through the hoop, and he called for the offensive foul. Regnerus had nowhere to go as Ben Marion just put down his shoulder and said, "Stop me if you can." Well, Regnerus didn't stop him, but the officials did. Offensive foul.
The ultimate playing basketball, Swan. Taking a charge, baby.
Rangers, Regnerus, top of the circle. Bounce pass underneath the Raiders. Turnaround, no shot there. Kicks it back out to Regnerus. Goes baseline. Hits the turn in the corner. Back out to Hahn for three. Left side, got it. Jacob Hahn for three from the left wing. Stretches the Ranger lead to 42-26. Vanderteeg with the ball. Bounce pass to Schichtel, left wing. Gives it up to Corrigan, out on top. Look for him to drive. There he goes, free throw line. Spin move into the lane, off glass, no good. Rebound to Regnerus, but batted away, stolen by Lake City. Hunter Bisbal down the lane, off the glass, no good. But whistle against Isaac Graydon for the Rangers. And Hunter Bisbal is at the free throw line. He'll be shooting two.
I think that's Isaac's third.
You are right. Third foul on Raiden. We'll see what Coach Hiller wants to do. First free throw is good from Bisbal. Couple substitutions for Lake City. Coming in is Seeger and Gavin Bisbal. And now checking in for the Rangers is Rupert, but not replacing Raiden, replacing Regnerus, giving him a breather. As Schichtel came out, getting a breather. So both bigs on the bench right now. Bisbal hits the second free throw. 42-28, Hampton. Caleb Moore across the timeline. Lake City now back to man-to-man. Raiden top of the circle to Rupert. We get a whistle. And we're going to have a foul against Lake City off the ball. Going to be on Vanderteeg. And the Rangers will inbound under their own basket.
I didn't see what happened there, but that's his third, so.
Moore inbounding. Jacob Hahn, left wing, kicks back out to Raiden. Raiden goes to Caleb Moore, top of the circle. Closely guarded, gets around his defender. Goes to McKernan in the corner. Three ball is no good from the right side. Rebound Marion. Bisbal looking to penetrate. His pass picked off by Jacob Hahn. Rangers don't have the numbers, but they're still pressing it. Takes it into Marion, off the glass, no good. And rebound Bisbal. Bisbal to Marion on the left wing. Under 3 minutes now left in the third. 15-footer up by Oakley Fargo. Falls, pulling Lake City within 12 at 42-30. Caleb Moore with the ball. Can really get by his defender anytime with a quick first step. Jacob Hahn on the right wing. Put his shoulder into Ben Marion, who's guarding him closely. And Jacob Hahn called for the offensive foul. So turnover Manton. And Lake City will inbound from the far sideline going left to right.
Yeah, I thought that was a good call. He kind of lowered his shoulder right into Marion's chest. So
42-30, Rangers on top. 2:30 left to go, third quarter from Lake City. Seeger penetrates, kicks it back out to Marion. Marion gives it up. Dribble penetration, kicks it back out to Marion. Marion trying to dribble penetrate, takes it down the right side, partially blocked. Caleb Moore comes away with it. Trying to push it ahead to Raiden, off the glass, scores it. Nice push. Raiden got himself open on the left side of the bucket. Moore hit him for two.
Nice pass. Very nice pass.
Varga with the ball, takes it down the right side of the lane, scores it off the glass for Lake City. 44-32. Manton on top. Rupert with a screen for Moore. Top of the circle goes to Regnerus, right side. Back out to Moore. Taking just a breather now on offense. repositioning people, more post-up Regnerus underneath. Little height advantage down there. Decides to kick it back out. Moore on the right wing, goes to Rupert. Far corner, back to Moore. 1:15 left to go in the quarter. Regnerus, left wing. Kicks it back out to McKernan. Back outside to Raiden. Manton taking their time this possession. One of the few times we've seen this tonight. Raiden penetrates, kicks to Regnerus for three. Shot up, no good. Long rebound to Rupert. Back to Regnerus in the lane. Goes up strong. Shot no good. Rupert's there. Up, no good. And rebound Lake City. Has some good looks. Just didn't fall.
Yep.
Long three from Marion. Around and out. Ball out of bounds to Lake City. Saying Regnerus touched the last. The Trojans will inbound under their own basket. 44-32. Manton on top. 44 seconds left to go, third quarter. Braden Morrow checking in for the Rangers, replacing Rupert. Lake City undefeated on the year, 7-0. Rangers trying to hand them their first loss of the year. Long inbound pass out near half court for the Trojans. Seeger sets things down on the point. Started by Morrow. Gets a step, takes it down the lane, off the glass, scores it, plus the foul. Bradley Seeger took it right down the lane, got a step on Morrow, scores the bucket. Morrow followed him. Seeger at the line, trying for the three-point play with 35 seconds to go in the quarter.
Nice play by Seeger that time. Did a real nice job with his balance.
Free throw is no good. And nice box out by the Rangers. Regnerus comes up with the ball. Moore trying to get it ahead to Morrow, knocked out of bounds by Lake City. Rangers retain possession. Now Chandler Allison checking in for the Rangers, replacing Morrow. Manton has the basketball. The inbound from the far sideline, going right to left. 29 seconds left to go in the third. Little question at the bench.
They're trying to figure out who that call was on, who they called the foul on.
From the scores table, I should say.
That's right.
They're questioning that last call.
Well, they just want to know who they called the foul on is what they're trying to figure out. Yeah.
So it looks like things are squared away, and Jacob Hahn will inbound for the Rangers from the far sideline. Going for right to left. Comes into Moore. Moore across the Raiden down in front of us, left side. 20 seconds left to go, third quarter. Raiden back to Moore. Rangers lead by 10. Back to Raiden. Back to Moore. They're going to run it down, see what they can do for a last shot. Jacob Hahn to Raiden. Raiden to Caleb Moore, 5 seconds. Goes to Moore, here's Raiden for three. No good. Ball battled for on the rebound, but that is the horn. Rangers could not get a last second shot to fall. And that's the end of the third quarter here in Lake City. Our third quarter score, Manton Rangers 44, Lake City Trojans 34. Stay with us for the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Don's Auto Clinic, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and High Point GMC Cadillac continue to grow together to serve you better. Our staffs are a group of hardworking individuals who, just like you, get the job done every day by showing the dedication and determination to teamwork. You will not find a more dedicated team making the car or truck buying experience more seamless and easy. Locally owned dealerships, proud to support all local high school sports. We're behind you all the way.
Welcome back to beautiful Lake City High School, everyone. Only the second year that the Trojans have been playing basketball in this arena. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart bringing you the call tonight. Doubleheader Highland Conference action. In the first game, Lake City handed Manton their first loss of the year. And right now, the Manton boys are trying to hand Lake City their first loss of the year. Manton leads at 44-34. As we start the fourth quarter, possession arrow is with the Rangers, and Isaac Raiden is going to inbound down in front of us. And we are underway. Raiden back to Moore. Lake City has extended that zone, pressuring that ball out there, and they put the 6'6" Sickler out there. It's tough to get the ball past him. Vaughn outside, gives up to Raiden deep in the corner, no good. Ball on the floor, 4 bodies down there, but it squirts out to Lake City. Corrigan with the ball, pushing it, looking to go down the lane. Swatted away, stolen by Hahn perfectly. Looking to attack, takes it to the hoop, no good. Rebound, Lake City, and we're going to get a call. It looks like against the Rangers on the rebound.
Yeah, they called that on McKernan.
Lake City inbounding. So Rangers cannot convert on their first possession of the fourth. Hunter Bisbal takes it right to the hoop off the Trojans do like to dribble penetrate the basketball down the lane. So Bisbal trying for the three-point play with 1 free throw, 44-36. This one certainly isn't over by any means. Free throw up is no good. Rebound to Jacob Hahn for the Rangers. He had to outduel the taller Sickle that time. Isaac Raiden with the ball. Gives it up to Moore. Moore gets by his defender. Goes in the corner to McKernan. Shot up. No good for 3. Rebound, let's go. Rangers had a hand on it. Quickly ahead to Vanderteeg off the last quarter. Andrew Vanderteeg with the fast break basket. 44-38. Corrigan almost with the steal at half court. They say he knocked it out of bounds. As he almost got the steal from Caleb Moore, will be Ranger basketball. I tell you, Rangers are going to have to protect the basketball.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of defensive pressure, especially at the out front, at the top of the key here.
Isaac Raiden, 3-point line, goes baseline to McKernan. Knocked out of bounds by Marion. Rangers are inbound under their own basket. Let's see who's going to inbound. This time it's going to be Caleb Moore. And the lineup is 4 spread across the block. Comes in to Regnerus. Back to Moore. Moore to Hahn out on top. Rangers clinging to a 6-point lead. Isaac Raiden out on top. Goes to the right wing. McKernan puts up a 10-footer. No good. Ball batted away to Raiden. Puts up the shot. No good with the left hand, but does draw the foul. Isaac Raiden will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. McKernan turned down the 3 from the right baseline. Took it on a drive. Could not get the 10-footer to fall, but Raiden was there with the rebound. First free throw is good. So the Rangers need a balance.
Yeah, they had to stop that drought here in the fourth quarter.
First point of the fourth. Second free throw is also good. And timeout taken on the floor by Coach Hiller for the Rangers with our score 46-38, Manton on top. It is a full timeout, so we're going to go back to Zach in the studio. We'll take a timeout. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65-cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. The local 308 has comedy night the last Saturday of every month with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports teams. And go Rangers!
Rick Swanson and Jim Smart coming to you tonight from Lake City High School. Second game of our doubleheader. The girls played in the first one. Lake City knocked off the Rangers here in game number 2 with 6:14 left to go. The Rangers are up 8 on Lake City, 46-38. I might say the undefeated Lake City Trojans as well. And here the Rangers go to that zone. It says Coach Hill is not afraid to do that. And he comes out in a 2-3 following his timeout. Ball deflected by the Rangers. Lake City basketball, far sideline. And into Marion. Marion gives up to Corrigan. Corrigan to Bisball. Well, a few times we've seen Corrigan not look to take it to the hoop. Bisball, ball towards travel. Bisball pivot to the elbow, looking for somebody to throw to. It's called for the travel, turnover Lake City.
Yeah, he didn't think he did that, that's for sure.
Lake City now applying some full court pressure. Rigneris gets by on the dribble, gives it up to Hahn on the left wing. Turns down a 3. Goes to Raiden out on top. Isaac Raiden, closely guarded. Situational defenders, avoiding the 5-second call. Hahn trying to get by Marion. Gives it up to Moore on the right wing, down in the corner. Rigneris back out to Moore. Ball almost stolen by Corrigan again, knocked out of bounds. Manton basketball. 5:23 left to go in this one. Hahn will inbound for the Rangers. Comes into Caleb Moore at half court. Moore to McKernan on the right wing. Gets a screen, gives it up to Rigneris out on top. Moore left side. Moore sees an opening, takes it on drive to the hoop. Does not get it to fall. But we're going to have a foul call. And Caleb Moore's going to go to the free throw line. Got a little rough under there. And if they could call multiple fouls, it would be 2, because not only did he get fouled on the shot, but then there was another hard foul after that. We got the officials talking things over.
I think they may be calling a flagrant foul on Kerrigan.
I would not be a bit surprised. Officials are huddled up, and we'll see what the call is going to be. We got at least Caleb Moore going to the free throw line. So we have the first call and the second call is a technical. Absolutely right, JP.
Yep.
So this could end up being a nice turnaround for the Rangers. Get them going a little bit. The foul on the shot, they put Caleb Moore at the line. And then Corrigan came in with a hard foul after that, after the whistle, and called for a technical. So we'll follow along as things unfold. Caleb Moore going to the free throw line. Nobody along the lane. Everybody else back. Past the midcourt line. So if your free throws here, you must get the ball. Would really help. First shot is good. Caleb Moore hits the first free throw. Rangers now up by 9. Second free throw. Up and good also. Now the technicals will be shot, and Caleb's going to stay right there. Still everybody else, all 9 other players, all past midcourt. Caleb, he hit the first 2, will do the next 2. That's the next one, squeak over the front of the rim and drops that one. 3 for 3, let's go 4 for 4. Caleb Moore at the free throw line. Shot up and good. Hit the ball. And the Rangers get the basketball. He's denied. So nice turn of events right there.
Oh boy.
The Rangers now lead it 50-38. Plus they have the basketball with 5:08 left to go in the game. On inbounds to Caleb Moore. Gets by Corrigan, tries to, but then stops, gives it to Rangers. To Hahn, run a little weave out there on top. Moore back to Hahn on the right side. Stolen by Lake City, always pressing. Ahead to Marion. Jacob Hahn went high to block it. did stop the ball on mid-flight, but is going to be called by the officials for a foul, and then Moore will go free throw line.
I believe that's only his third.
It is his third. Tough call against Hahn. He hustled back, got up high to block it. We got a little bit of Marion in the process. First free throw is no good. Bradley Seeger checking back in for Lake City, replacing Schickle. Second free throw for Marion. Rangers up 12. 4:50 to go. Shot up good. Pulls Lake City within 11. Inbound pass to Moore. Corrigan full court. Lake City pressuring all over. Crossing Corrigan called for the foul. And Moore was bringing the ball down court.
That foul's on Corrigan. That's his fourth. Man's one foul away from being in a one-on-one. Lake City's already there.
Rangers will inbound from the far sideline. Hahn inbounding. Couple substitutions. Gavin Bisbal comes in for Corrigan. With the 4 fouls, Coach Pesco is going to sit in for a while. Caleb Moore trying to get by his defender is fouled by Bisbal. And as Coach Smart said, both teams now in the bonus. Caleb Moore is going to go to the free throw line once again. Just nailed 4 in a row. We'll see if he can hit a couple more, this time with people along the lane.
Hey, all the Rangers points in the fourth quarter here have been scored via the free throw line.
First one up and good from Caleb Moore. Puts the lead back to 12 for the Rangers, 51-39. Second one, also good, 52-39. Here comes Lake City. Can't turn your back on them. Marion, left wing. Bounce pass to Schickle. Puts up a long 2. No good. And saved by Lake City, but saved it right to the Rangers. McKernan to Raiden. Raiden gets by Marion. Rangers might have a few free throws here in the last 4:20. Moore with the basketball, right side. Being pressured, and Coach Hiller saw that. Takes a quick timeout. Didn't like the way things were setting up on that one. Lake City extending that defense, and they're out on the ball all the time trying to cause some turnovers here. But Coach Pesco says he likes the defensive tenacity of his team, and they do play tenacious defense.
Oh, they do. They play hard. That time, Caleb had given up his dribble and is having a tough time finding him to pass the ball to, or finding someone to pass the ball to. So Coach Hiller called a timeout rather than trying to force something there.
Well, with the closely guarding of the Lake City defense, you always have back doors. You have a pick and roll. You can get by your defender on the dribble. A lot of possibilities. 4:14 left to go. Rangers up 13. 52-39. They have the ball ready to inbound following Coach Hiller's timeout. Hahn comes in to Moore at half court. Oregon's back in with his 4 fouls. Moore goes to McKernan, right side. McKernan gets the screen, gives it up to Regnerus, back to Raiden. And knocked away by Lake City. They say off Raiden. So Lake City causes the turnover with that great defense. And they will get the basketball.
Yeah, we got a little sloppy that time trying to protect the basketball. Kind of just dribbled out of bounds.
Oregon inbounds to Hunter Bisbal. Bisbal always looking to penetrate, takes it down the lane. No good, rebound, Rangers. On to Raiden. Quickly ahead to Caleb Moore. Cross court to McKernan. Here's Hahn for 3. Up, no good, long rebound taken by Corrigan. They're going to get a whistle. If it's on Corrigan, it's going to be his 5th. And it is. Cross and Corrigan fouls out, and Coach Pesco is beside himself on the Lake City bench. He may get one himself. As you can hear, Lake City faithful also not real happy with the call, while the Manton faithful love the call.
Yeah, they didn't agree with that one. I know they were both scrapping for the ball. I think that call could have gone either way. So,
after all is said and done, Cole Regnerus is at the free throw line, shooting 1-1 for the Rangers. First one up and good. Cole Regnerus, 53-39. Manton on top with the second free throw coming. 3:39 left to go. It is up and no good on the second one. But Wing gets the rebound, kicks it out to Moore, to McKernan, down in the corner to Hahn. Hahn trying to make a move is fouled by Van Marion. And Jacob Hahn will go to the free throw line. You can kind of see this coming. Well, Manton in the bonus with a lot of time left. They've been shooting a few free throws, and it is certainly happening. Jacob Hahn at the line. All they need to do is keep draining free throws. First one is good. They'll get the second. In fact, on the next foul, Sparty, they're in the double bonus.
Yep.
They'll get 2 free throws every time. Second free throw coming from Hahn, up and good. 55-39 Rangers. Lake City field ball, pushing the ball. Pulls up Marion underneath, left block. And Hahn came from behind, got the steal. Marion went to guard him and fouled him from the backside. And Jacob Hahn will go to the free throw line again, shooting 2 free throws.
Yeah, Marion got a little frustrated that he gave up the ball that time. He gave a little extra shove with the chest there. So
that was like one of his easy linebacker shots.
Yeah, exactly.
So Hahn is at the free throw line again. In the double bonus, shooting 2. So the Ranger boys looking for a split tonight. The Lake City girls won the first one. And the Lake City boys trail Manton now by 17 in our nightcap. Seeger replacing Marion. Jacob Hahn with another free throw. It is up and good. 57-39. Rangers lead by 18 with 3:20 left to go. Bisball pushing. Almost had it stolen by Hahn. But Hahn is going to be called for the foul. Hunter Bisball will go to the free throw line, shooting 1-1. This could be a prolonged drawn out 3:18. Coach Smart, that's for sure.
Oh boy, yeah. Both teams are. Well, we're in the double bonus. They're in the bonus. So
first free throw is good from Bisball. He'll get the second one on the bonus. I'm not going to keep track, but it would be interesting to see how many free throws we're going to have here. Second free throw is also good. Rangers inbounding into Moore. Lake City, full court pressure. Moore in the corner to McKernan. Takes it on a drive. Off glass, no good. Strickler with the rebound. Quickly ahead, but stolen by McKernan. Went up high to steal the pass. Gives up to Caleb Moore. He goes back to McKernan. Into Regnerus. Going up strong. Blocked. Gets the ball. Goes up strong again. This time called for a foul. Cole Regnerus. Tough underneath that time. He's going to go to the free throw line.
He battled underneath there. He got one shot, went back up, got another one.
Falls on Gavin Bisball, his third. Regnerus with 2 free throws. First one good. 58-41. Rangers on top. Checking back in for Lake City. Ben Marion and Bradley Seeger. Regnerus for the second free throw. And also good. Lake City pushing hard, pushing fast. Quickly down to Marion. Left wing. Out to Vanity. Schickle, right side. Bisball. They don't want to pass it around too long, taking time off the clock. Here's Vanderteek with a backdoor cut. Shot deflected, gets it back, kicks it out. Seeger, long three, no good. Rebound McKernan. He gives it up to Hall. 2:30 left to go, 59-41, Dayton on top. Ball right there with the basketball. Tied up underneath, we get a whistle. We're going to call against Lake City, which will send Greg Harris to the free throw line. 4-2.
Well, we've got 2:23 to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Rangers have not scored a field goal in this quarter.
But yet have scored 15 points.
Yeah.
First free throw this time does not fall for Rick Harris. Here comes the second one, trying to put the Rangers at 16. Up and too strong. So it stays at 59-41. Lake City quickly ahead. Bisball looking to penetrate. Does so. Too strong off the glass. Ball batted out. Schickle for three. Got it. We got a whistle as the ball went through the net. The three ball will count from Schickle. We'll have a foul against Lake City's Ben Marion underneath. He's getting really rough underneath. And that's his fifth. So Ben Marion is going to take a seat also, having been disqualified with 5 fouls, as was Corrigan earlier. 2:11 left to go. Jacob Hahn stepping to the free throw line, shooting 2. Well, the Trojans now without their fire plug in Corrigan and the biggest battle underneath Marion. First free throw from Hahn, no good. Got one more. 59-44, Manton on top. Jacob hits it, 60-44 with 2:10 left to go. Bisball gets by his defender down the lane, gives it up. Seeger turns down a three. He takes it down the lane, hits Bisball in the corner for 3. No good. Vanderteek tips it up. No good. We're going to call it against the Rangers. Lake City had some nice looks that time. Just could not get one to fall. And Vanderteek is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 1-1.
Yeah, good hustle that time by Andrew. That he got that backside board. That was just a pure hustle.
Free throw's good. That was the 4th foul on the Rangers. Isaac Drake, second free throw also good. And Lake City takes a timeout after that one goes through the... It's a full timeout. Lake City needs to regroup a little bit. With the Rangers leading 60-46, we will take a timeout as well. Stay with us for the end of this one, and we'll have a lot of info coming your way after the ball game. Back in 30 seconds.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Welcome back, everyone, for the last 1:57 of the boys' game here in Lake City tonight. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart with the action. Rangers inbounding, going the full length of the court. Inbounded to Jacob Hahn. Pressure all over from Lake City. Gives it up to Raiden. Gets it across the timeline. Raiden looking underneath for Regnaris. Kicks it out to Moore. Rangers would like to take a little time off. Skip pass to Raiden. Back out to Hahn. Hahn takes it to the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath McKernan. Hits it. Very patient. Lucas McKernan wide open underneath. 62-46, Rangers. Here's Bisbal, baseline right side, puts it off glass, no good. Regnerus with the rebound. And we're getting officials' time. Isaac Raiden took a shot in the nose, and I think the official just wanted to see if he's okay. Isaac said, let's go. Regnerus to inbound, 1:18 left in this one. Now a couple other substitutes coming in for Lake City. Lake City now with 5 bench players on the floor. All the starters have either fouled out or are on the bench. Kayla Moore, left wing. Gives it up to Raiden, top of the circle. Raiden pulls it out. 1 minute to go. Hits Moore, left wing. Underneath, Regnerus. Hits McKernan. Shot blocked. McKernan put that up from the right block. But nice defensive play, and it's Lake City basketball.
Lake City took the timeout. They're just to get a couple more kicks of the ball game.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here. All Coach Besko want to do is make a couple substitutions. We'll be right ready to go again. 62-46, Manton on top, under a minute now, 51 seconds left to go. As I said, stay with us. We'll have a lot of info coming your way, final stats. We'll talk about upcoming games and talk about this one. Hopefully talk to Coach Hiller a little bit. Lake City looking for a shot here, working the ball around the outside. Gabriel Artis with the ball, kicks it in the corner, back outside to Artis. Artis looking to penetrate, kicks it to Seeger. Seeger, three-point line, puts up shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds to the Rangers. Coach Hiller has also emptied his bench. We have Tristan Siddle in there. We've got Radian Schmidt. We have Parker Siddle. Jacob Rupert with the ball to Schmidt. Schmidt to Parker Siddle. Siddle to Morrow. Just running clock, 7 seconds. That's probably going to do it on this one. That is the horn. That's the end of our ball game in Lake City tonight. Our final score, the Manton Rangers 62, the Lake City Trojans 46. Stay with us. We'll be right back with first half stats, analysis, update on broadcast, and we'll talk about what's ahead for the Rangers even next week. Back in 60 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore, on Main Street in Manton, or call 231-824-6465.
Wilder Heating and Cooling, the name you've come to trust when it comes to geothermal systems, boilers, Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. Don't let winter energy bills eat everything you bring home. Wilder Heating and Cooling can provide quality service at a quality price. They can service all makes and models and provide financing when you need it. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. That's wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling, proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
We are back, everyone, in Lake City tonight. Rick Swanson and Jim Smart with the call for you. Second game has concluded of our doubleheader. In the first game tonight, Lake City knocked off the Lady Rangers of Manton, giving them their first loss of the year. And now in the nightcap, the Manton Rangers have handed the Lake City Trojans their first loss of the year on the boys' side. Well, with the win, Manton improves to 6-1 overall, 5-0 in the Highland Conference. Now McBain and Manton will be the only undefeated teams in the Highland Conference. While Lake City, in suffering their first loss, they fall to 7-1 overall and 5-1 in conference play. Now I'll review the game tonight by quarter scores. Lake City jumped off to a nice start. They led it at one time 10-5. Manton got a couple quick buckets at the end of the first quarter to tie it up at 10-10 after one. In the second quarter, Manton found some offense, scoring 20, holding Lake City to 11, and enjoyed a nice 9-point lead at halftime, 30-21. Third quarter, very even, back and forth. Rangers outscored Lake City just by one, 14-13, led by 10 going into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, it was simply a parade to the free throw line for the Rangers, where they put up nearly all of their points in the fourth quarter at the free throw line. But they scored 18, and like I say, most of the free throw line.
They had one field goal in the fourth quarter.
And held Lake City to 12, and that took us to our final score of 62-46 with the Rangers on top. So now, JP, I'll turn it over to you for numbers on the game. They got a lot of numbers.
You know, it's funny about that. I made that comment earlier in the game about 4 free throw shooting by the team. Well, the Rangers finished 16 of 20 in the fourth quarter, but at one time they were 14 of 16. So their free throw shooting certainly picked up in that fourth quarter and truly was the difference in the ball game. But so kudos to the kids stepping up to the free throw line and making those free throws. For the Rangers, high score tonight was Jacob Hahn. He had 19. Caleb Moore had 13. Lucas McKernan had 13. Ian Grady had 7. Taylor Allison had 2. Cole McDarish had 5. And Jacob Hoover had 2. For the Trojans, their leading scorer was Dawson Morgan. He had 8.
Here we go. Let the music play.
6. Oakley Archer had 4. And Andrew Vanity had on the kids tonight.
Well, we've got Coach Hiller here, so we want to get him in right away so he can get back to the bus and head back on 42 on home stretch. We'll get Coach Hiller in here, and then we also have Lucas McKernan. We'll get in a couple words from him also. Coach, a very physical game tonight, up-tempo game, back and forth, and Lake City keeps coming at you defensively and offensively. What do you think difference in the game was? First off, I should say congratulations on the win.
Thank you. It's a huge win for us in conference. And, you know, the guy that's standing next to me, Lucas McKernan, came to play tonight. And we've had a week of great practices, and he's been playing phenomenal. Had a great game last game. And his effort tonight, the rebounds, the shots he hit, and just the aggressiveness. Even when he misses, his aggressiveness really helped us tonight. And then I thought our defense the second half clamped up, kept them out of the paint better, and we made free throws when we needed to. Not saying we shot great from the free throw line, but we made it when we really needed to. And Cole's effort on their best post player with Rupert helping out on that. Those two wore him down, I thought. He's a heck of a player, and so just a big team effort.
Let me reiterate to you on the free throws. You probably haven't seen any stats yet, but that fourth quarter, your guys put in 18 points. 16 of them came from the free throw line.
Yeah, and I think that's because we had that little lead, and we started attacking, and they started fouling us a little bit. And I think that's, testament to our guys, too. They made them when we needed them. It was an 8-point game. We made 4 in a row. Then we got fouled again. We made 2 more. And that's, you got to make free throws to win big games. I thought we did it. Obviously, we could shoot better, but I thought we did it in the right time.
I thought you guys played really well. They handled the pressure probably as well as they could that Lake City brings. And they are in your face all the time defensively. They're an aggressive bunch, just like your guys are. And that's why we had an up-tempo, very tough game tonight.
Yeah, and I thought our guys really handled. They have a really good 1-3-1. And I actually, like I said before, I think Lucas's aggressiveness in that really got him out of it and really helped us. And our bench was phenomenal. There's some guys that didn't even get into play, but you should have seen them over there. I know the radio people can't see that, but Parker, Tristan, Radiant, those guys that didn't touch the floor tonight were just phenomenal teammates and getting after it and play calling things. So shout out to those guys as well.
Well, thanks, Coach. And is it true that you actually get a home game next week?
That's what I told the guys. We're 6-1 on the road, and I don't get a home game, so we got to make the most of it.
First home game coming up next week, so good luck next Wednesday when you host Houghton Lake. Let's get Lucas in here.
Thanks again, Coach.
You bet. Sophomore Lucas McKernan, who's had a couple of his best offensive games in the last 2 games, putting up 13 points against Roscommon and another 13 again tonight. Lucas, tell us how you feel about your increased importance on this basketball team.
I think our team is just making the extra pass and passing around the ball a little more, so we're making more dividend on offense.
I certainly agree with you on that one. A couple of times you were underneath, got yourself open underneath, and your teammates found you. You have unselfish teammates. You guys are always looking for the open man, and you get yourself open under the bucket, somebody's going to find you. And I'll tell you what, in the first half, you got a big 3 over in the far corner also, and your team really needed it at that time. I liked another play that you had when you took it on the left hand into the lane from the right-hand side. Coach Smart and I talked about your efforts at halftime. We were impressed with your efforts in the first half, and obviously now impressed for the entire game. So how do you see the team now moving forward? You get a home game next week. How do you feel about the Rangers moving ahead?
I feel we made a big step on energy. The past couple games we've had lack of energy, and our bench really rallied tonight, and we were on first on the floor.
But when you can say that you're 6-1 with all 7 games being on the road, I think that's a great start for your season, and hope you guys can keep things rolling from here.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. As Lucas McKernan stopping in and chatting with us after the game, the sophomore put in 13 tonight for the Rangers. Well, we'll be broadcasting several Manton Ranger boys and games for you this season here on 107.9 CDY and streaming online at 1079cdy.com. So spread the word. In former years, we had been on 107.1, but now this year we are on 107.9, and there may be people that aren't aware of that. Our next broadcast will be Friday, February 7th, when the boys travel to Pine River, and then Thursday, February 13th, when the boys host Roscommon. Again, the next broadcast will be Friday, February 7th from Pine River, and then on Thursday, February 13th, when the boys host Roscommon. Both the Manton teams are having great seasons, so join us here on 107.9 if you just cannot get out to the games. Well, one more time, I want to recognize our sponsors of Manton basketball this year. They are the Rockwell Lake Lodge, Don's Auto Clinic, High Point Cadillac GMC, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, Studio 131 Salon and the Barn Hall, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Manton Booster Club, Jamie Fellows Garno, City to Shore Real Estate, Bostick's Drug Store, and the 308 Pub and Grill located in Manton. If you would like to sponsor Manton Ranger basketball and local high school sports, call 231-876-1079 for information. 231-876-1079 to see how you can be a sponsor of local sports. Well, Smarty, I'm going to turn it back to you for a moment. How about your final thoughts on 2 big Highland Conference ball games here tonight?
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot of fun to sit here and watch good basketball play tonight. I know the girls are disappointed that they're all come out as they had anticipated coming over here, but hopefully we can use that as a building block. I thought the boys' game was just a very enjoyable high school basketball game to watch. A lot of energy, a lot of intensity, and played the game like it's supposed to be played.
And I also want to extend my thanks to you for coming over and joining me tonight. I think you put aside some of your plans just so you could do that, but I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my dad's 95th birthday tomorrow, and I was going to head down there to see him today, but I think we'll just head down tomorrow instead.
There you go. Well, that's going to do it from Lake City. This is Rick Swanson, and on behalf of my partner, Jim Smart, and back in the studio, Zach Wiggins, who does his best to keep us running smoothly. We thank you for joining us and hope you'll tune in for our next broadcast. As I just mentioned, Friday, February 7th, when the boys travel to Pine River, and then on Thursday, February 13th, when the boys host at Roscommon. Once again, our final scores tonight in this doubleheader. In Game 1, the Lady Trojans of Lake City defeated the Lady Rangers of Manton 48-37, handing Manton their first loss of the year. In Game 2, just concluded, the Manton Ranger boys team defeated Lake City 62-46, handing Lake City boys their first loss on the season. We are listening to 107.9 CDY, home to Manton Ranger basketball. We now return you to the studio and regular programming.
This live broadcast of Manton Rangers basketball on 107.